Firstly, its eyes were out of focus. It was drooling from the mouth, too. Something about the color of the eyes and the saliva was off as well. They were all pink, same as the ribbon wrapped around the body. Is that Kirby?
I have no idea.
Kirby Live Radio?
It came right off the dome.
Really?
Couldn't tell you.
That's sort of a Kirby vibe.
A Kirby type beat.
Oh my god, I don't have time to explain myself. But I did just spend like several weeks listening to nothing but Kirby Live Radio for like really important reasons. And
guy who's only listened to Kirby Live Radio. Wow.
This kind of sounds like Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, hey. How's it going?
Anyway, hey.
It's welcome to. Should we? I guess I should do the intro first.
Yeah.
I just kind of assume that we have a little more sauce in the pre-intro, but that's fine. Hello and welcome to Soulmates, where we talk about all our favorite little guys and all our favorite little games. I'm Ivy Fox. You can find me actually somewhere now. You can find me on Blue Sky if you give a shit. Ivy Fox is typing, but with hyphens in it. Because it looks better. You can also find, more important than me, is this show that you're listening to right now, which is, you can find, I completely blanked, which you can find,
which is
anywhere. You can find it on any podcast platform of your choice. You can find us on YouTube. If we're not on a podcast platform that you would like us to be on, by the way, just let me know and I can try and put us on there. But you can find us there, and it would really help us out if you would give us like a big fat 5-star review or a like and a subscribe or whatever. Just to appease the algorithm. Well, only hit the bell if you want the notifications, I suppose.
Yeah.
You can hit the bell on YouTube so that you get a notification, and then you can listen to it somewhere. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. We don't have any sponsors. We don't have any advertising. We're super independent. We're the most independent podcast you listen to, almost certainly. And so...
It's probably true.
Literally, it's probably true. We have no production crew except for you and me. And so, help us out. Recommend us to your friends. Anyway, that's my spiel, I guess. Joining me as always, from across the second floor of the Spire, adding souls into my deck for a synergy that is definitely not broken or bugged. It's my very own... Wait, I forgot. I prepped this bit in the morning, and then I forgot the name of the card. It's a Necrobinder card that has ash in it.
No. Hold on, I can fix this.
It's something of ash.
Card, Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire 2 Necrobinder cards list.
It's not
go.
ash. It's something of ash. What is it?
No, it's Glimpse Beyond.
No, what is it? What's the card that says that has ash in it?
Spirit of Ash?
In my very own Spirit of Ash. Ash.
Hi.
I also delivered that badly, but we gotta move on.
It's me, Ash. You can find me sort of bubbling in a stew in a witch's cauldron. after sort of the witch that's cursed me has slowly worn me down through various unusual injuries, until I'm weak enough to capture and cook.
And
But until then,
no, you
you were
finish.
saying?
I was gonna say, if you drink that stew, all of your strikes gain eternal, but also cost 0.
This is true. For a synergy that isn't broken. hit F2.
For your
And give them a little
top.
emoji about it. We've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire too. And we
A
found the
lot of
bug.
Slay the
Anyway,
Spire, too.
but until until I'm devoured by a vengeful witch for whatever slight I've committed, you can also find me on Ko-Fi at ko-fi.com/Asherlark. You can support the show at ko-fi.com/IvyFoxArt, all one word, no hyphens. And this helps us pay hosting costs and stuff for the podcast we lose money on doing. And I run the show's social media at soul-mates-podcast.tumblr.com. You can send me Tumblr asks about anything. It doesn't have to be about our most recent episode. It can be about an episode we released like a year ago. It can be about Yi Song's selected works. It can be about, I don't know, whatever gacha game you've been playing lately that you're like, I need you to get a little soulmates about this right now. I can do it for you. I'll do anything. Back to you.
Ash will do anything for attention in the same way that
I will do anything for attention.
Ash will do anything for attention in the same way that I'll do anything for Ash's attention. Our art is by Rygarden, who you can find on Instagram. Our music, that's by Sueños Electrónicos, who you can find on Bandcamp, as well as other places. In this season of the show, we're talking about the characters from Limbus Company, a blend of cute and appealing sinners, with RPG real-time brawls. I forgot it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's Limbus Company. Is that the whole intro? Did we do it?
I think we did it.
Great. Feedback?
It's time for a special episode of the Limbus Company season. Brought to you with incredible sort of clairvoyant foresight from Ivy, who was like, they might have the Ryoshu chapter out by now, but it doesn't matter because the Merceau Kanto is not going to be out by the time
it's not going to be out by June. Yeah.
It's not going to be out in June. It's going to be out in August, as promised in the Roadmap live stream recently. So instead of doing the Ryoshu episode, which we will do in June, we're bringing you a very special feature, which we're calling LCB Catch-Up.
It's our very own intervallo. See, here's my pitch. The first 4 episodes of the show are like the first 4 Kantos of Limbus Company. We're kind of figuring it out, and like there's only like one special thing there's only one extra thing in between 3 and 4. And then
that's true.
Like, this is a bit of an exaggeration, but like 5 to 8, the release schedule is still pretty steady, but like we're putting more and more into it. And then but now we're locked into late game Limbus Company development.
Where it takes forever.
Yeah, where we're on the 6-month development cycle, and so we have to put like a bunch of extra things in there all the time. Anyway,
yeah, we're gonna do a crossover with Arknights.
But
we're gonna
also
solve racism.
Fuck. But also, we've just been doing the show for 2 years. We've been doing season 2 for 2 years, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's scary.
It's really scary.
Limbus Company's only been going for 3 years.
I know. And so in that 2 years...
I had to explain this podcast to my faculty advisor for my senior project for graduation, and I realized, I was like, oh, I've been doing this podcast for...
over 2 years.
Yeah, like a few years.
Anyway, but since we've done the Gregor episode 2 years ago, fully 6 Gregors have come out, and that's a lot of Grego in your ego. That's a lot of Grego in your ego. And so, like, you like that one?
I really liked that one. Gonna be honest.
And so we should do some catch up. We should catch up on some, and also, like, doing season 3 of this podcast, our Arknight's food fantasy season, our most normal one, really makes me
Probably
appreciate
our
just
best
like
one.
probably sitting down and just talking about a bunch of sort of only tangentially related pieces of art.
Yeah.
It's just nice to talk about art.
It's really nice to talk about art.
Mm-hmm. And so let's talk about some art. Also,
Yeah,
but I have one
Ivy
more
is-
pitch.
Okay.
I've set up a little spreadsheet and stuff. Like, I have a whole system.
Gracefully has randomized a bunch of guys.
We're gonna... First rule you need to know about, everything we haven't... Every ID and ego that we haven't talked about previously is on the table. No two of the same guy in a row. So, like, we can't have 2 Sinclairs in a row, but we can have multiple Sinclairs in the episode. A wink.
Mm-hmm.
And, we're gonna do an ego after, or, before the break and at the end of the show, and those will have something special that even Ash doesn't know about.
What?
I know. Do you have a, you shouldn't say it, but do you have an idea of what it might be?
Literally no.
That's really exciting.
Awesome.
Here's my other pitch. I sort of meant to do this earlier as our, like, pre-intro bit, and then I sort of lost it. But after the resounding success of the Slay the Spire 2 early access, I really, really think more than ever, and I already thought this, they really need to add Limbus Company multiplayer. They not PvP. That's boring. They really need to add
no PvP.
Limbus Company co-op. It's just like, you each get. I mean, for co-op, we can expand it out. You each get 4 guys, and you fight it out with the enemies. And you get that sort of really good, really sort of crunchy communication, Slay the Spire to co-op stuff where it's like, okay, I can clash good with this skill, but I'd like to do unopposed here. So, like, can you take this?
Yeah.
Do you have anything? Okay, hang on. Let me, I want to use an ego. Naturally, you have shared ego resources, obviously.
Yeah, your shared ego resources.
And so it's like, are you good if I pop my love and hate? Do you need the envy for something? Should we hang on to some gloom for some healing? Can your Blade lineage Merceau give some sort of the homeland to the homies, or? Yeah. It would be so simple. They don't have to make it too fancy, but I think it would be so fun. And this is my pitch.
They're busy developing Limto chess.
It can be co-op Limto chess. I don't give a fuck.
It can be co-op Limto chess. Cooperative auto battler is one of the worst ideas I've heard about in a while.
I don't think so. I think wait, no, I've played cooperative auto battlers because I used to play
cooperative auto battlers.
Fucking the League of Legends auto battler has a co-op.
Fucking what is that called?
I don't.
Team fight tactics.
Team fight tactics. Yeah. Team fight tactics has a 2v2v2v2 mode, and it's very fun, actually. Like, it's really...
I'm excited for Limto chess. I'm excited for Limto chess.
No, I love honestly, I love an auto battler. I think we should call it Sinner Auto Pets. I think we should standardize
Sinner
this.
Auto Pets is so good.
We really need to start calling it Sinner Auto Pets, okay?
Kim Ji-hoon, I need you to understand that Super Auto Pets is where it's at.
Yeah, no. Also,
okay,
like,
we should get started.
In Limbus Company, the guys, like, run forward, like the pets, like, run sideways across the screen, like the pets in Super Auto Pets.
I've been watching Northern Lion play a lot of Super Auto Pets.
A really classic activity. Okay, it's the House of Spiders, the Pinky Apprentice Sinclair.
We're starting off with the House of Spiders, the Pinky Apprentice Sinclair. This identity mirrors some guy from the original story, but I don't know him.
Yeah, this guy in the original story, he's, like, fine. His whole bit is that...
This is a completely original OC, Sinclair.
This guy in the stories, he's actually named Ren, right? Yeah. His whole bit is
Uh-huh.
like, I'm overshadowed by my mentor, and then in the story, he's
Mm-hmm.
mostly just overshadowed by his mentor. And
And
then
then
she gets
Contour 9
deleted.
spoilers. He gets deleted from existence. Do you ever
Yeah.
think about how many guys get deleted from existence in Limbus Company? It's like a
Um,
lot.
it is. It's almost like it's themes or something.
That's crazy.
That's
Do you think they all
crazy.
hang out?
In the delete in the deletion zone,
Yeah, in Dante's PDA.
in in the negative zone.
They hang out and play Cinerado Pets.
All right, let's talk about some art. It's been like 20 minutes. I mean, we
Yeah, let's
talked a
talk about
lot
some
of the
fucking
big
art.
news. Anyway, in this art, it's fine.
Uh-huh.
I actually
It's they've been here's the thing.
what's the thing?
They've been gradually feminizing Sinclair's
Uh-huh.
for over a year now, I would say.
Uh-huh.
But lately they've been lengthening his hair. And they did this to him in this one because it's like not that hard to lengthen Sinclair's hair into Ren's exact hairstyle. So they just gave him a bob. But it's still like I almost wish that they wouldn't do this to identities.
Uh-huh.
Even though this is like peak girl Claire posting, I almost wish that they wouldn't do this. Just because I'm like, why do you make them look less like themselves?
Here's the thing. Here's a pitch. I think
Mm-hmm.
that this is a common complaint that we have about IDs, but
Mm-hmm.
not just about hair. A common
Mm-hmm.
complaint we have about IDs is when they make an ID and you're like, well, it just looks exactly like the enemy.
Yeah.
And I think that like they
Yeah,
they
like all the
they
guys who put helmets on.
yeah, here's my opinion broadly. They
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be like Ren-izing Sinclair. They should be
Mm-hmm.
Sinclair-izing Ren, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh
Look at his sprites for me. Look at that fucking Ren. Look at this, like
um
you can click into the Ren page and look at Ren's like idle sprites as an enemy, and it's like, wow, it's the same image.
wait, he just got a bleach. He just got a bleach.
Yeah, he literally just bleached his hair.
He just bleached his damn hair because he's like really into the Backstreet Boys. It's just Red's Backstreet Boys era. Fuck.
Yeah,
Um,
it's the same fucking image. This really annoys me.
I also like. I don't know. Here's the thing. To talk about the actual painting before us.
Mm-hmm.
I first of all, it does look like his boobs.
It
Looks
does
like-
look like he
it
has
looks
boobs.
like
It
he
also
has,
looks like he
like-
has boobs in the sprites.
Reasonable kind of like A+ cups.
Mm-hmm.
But
Good for her.
good for her. But I really wish that this image had like just, and this is crazy because there's not that much shit on it, but I still wish it had less shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, the framing of this is really nice. The like
Mm-hmm.
light coming from behind, these like gossamer curtains like with fake Japanese on them are really
Uh-huh.
nice. The way the sword kind of like, slices him in two at the like down the nipple, like at the boob.
Mm-hmm. Right
Um
at the boob.
right at the boob, and he's being foregrounded by his masters, blah 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 blah.
He's getting
um
implants.
I really like, how everything is this sort of like blue gray scale, except his sort of like sallow hair and the ominous red in the background. Also, this outfit is nice. I feel like this outfit.
Yeah, I like Ren's outfit a lot.
I like Ren's outfit. Yeah, it's just like a really good. It's got the overrobe, it's got the skirt. It's just like a solid sort of like
The skirt is really nice.
The
I like
skirt
that
is
it's
really
not
nice.
just a solid object. It's also got these little belts on it.
Yeah,
You got a JRPG up a guy.
and the patterning on the sleeves is really nice. And then I think that these sort of like energy swooshes just sort of like fuck it up for no reason. And it
Mm-hmm.
kind of pisses me off. And
Yeah, they do straight up
I
not need to be there.
I get that, like, the sword is being unsheathed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's sluicing through like the these little ethereal flowers or whatever, themes or
Uh-huh.
whatever. Fucking themes or whatever. But it's just like it.
Oh, the safe that makes you old?
Excuse me.
The safe that makes you old.
We can't do that. We have to save this bit for episode 9, okay?
You're right, you're right.
On episode 9, we can do the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, like imagine without these fucking things. This is how I feel about the fucking Walpurgis borders so often. Imagine without these fucking things, it's just like a really clear, directed composition. It has this really sort of like weird kind of like, it has a nice sort of vertical synergy, like with the glint and with him, and then this
Mm-hmm.
like diagonal synergy that sort of like, is not an orthogonal composition line that sort of throws you a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. It's nice. And then I just don't understand why these fucking streaks of white and blue are here. They look at how much. I just feel like this image would be so
No,
much
my
nicer
sword
if
glare.
the left if the left side of it's not we're not in Chinese world anymore.
Oh,
I just feel like
okay.
if the left side of the image could just be dark, then
Mm-hmm.
it would work better. But instead, we just have to put like fucking like the shit that comes off of Vegeta's hair when he's freaking out, like all over there. See, that's
Uh-huh.
Japanese.
There you
And
go.
I'm just not a huge fan of it, but I generally like several elements of this image. I just don't like that.
Here's the thing for me. Is that this image is fucked up for me for a couple reasons. First of all, I think Sinclair should look more like Sinclair, but that's okay. Second of all, I like a lot of the corridors from Kanto 9. I think that they're sort of interesting design spaces to be like, what's your infinite hallway? Like, um,
Hmm.
but I think that the Pinky corridor just kind of looks like shit.
Huh.
Um, I really don't like this bright red writing on these curtains. This is just a thing that annoyed me when we like saw it in game. Is I was like, wow, I love how all of the other corridors have this super, coherent theme and like, look like the thing that they're trying. You have an art gallery, you have a bunch of booze and cigars, you have whole shelves of, a supermarket. You have, a nice house, but everything is weird. And then it's like, welcome to my evil dojo.
Welcome to my
And it's like,
evil
I know that that's
Japanese
the
space.
Yeah, I know that that's like the most that we can get out of the Pinky, a thing that doesn't have a coherent aesthetic to begin with. But like, I don't know, man.
Uh-huh.
I just am not fond of it. I think that these infinite, like screen doors that are on the right of the image are a lot more appealing to me than the actual space on the left of the image.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't to duck into this topic a little bit. I don't
yeah, yeah.
disagree with you that I sort of like I wish that like it was it was more of a space that was like about a specific
Mm-hmm.
concept. Like
Yeah,
if
welcome to
it's
my evil dojo is
like
not really evocative.
the Pinky have uh the Pinky are like the secret society, right? And so
Yeah.
if everything was covered in scrolls and scrolls of writing that's told just like scrolls and scrolls of secrets,
Mm-hmm.
or if like everything was like super like twisty turny, like just like
raw corridor
looks like a
space.
maze. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that would be something. But you're right. It just sort of it doesn't. It's not the
It
most
just doesn't do
striking.
anything for me.
I think I think the fucking again Kanto 9 spoilers. Sorry. I think the maiden burning chamber where like the end of the Kanto takes place with
Fucking
like
shout outs.
with like the big abstract sort of space.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it. It's not really a room, right? Just with these massive kind of rectangles moving around like it's fucking Control. That place is compelling, but the like the corridor space, I agree, is sort of like is whatever. God, they really need to make like at least one fucking they need to make at least Lucio or Valentina, because like I need like a full art of that fucking space. I love the infinite lounge.
It's so good.
The pink.
Anyway, the other thing that I think is like an issue here, and it's not as much of an issue, but like I wish that they hadn't completely kneecapped themselves with regards to the Pinky Nurse Father looking okay. Because they've fucked it up irrevocably by giving her this like, constant glitch effect, because she's just gonna look like the bad T-Corp art, and I guess that's okay.
Oh, is that why she's blurry? Oh, I see. She's got like the static going on.
Yeah, she's got the static. I think the static is really nice in this image.
Yeah.
I just wish that they could have like given a sharper view of like any of the things in the foreground, but they can't because the Pinky Nurse Father looks like shit. And so if they had like given any like definition to this sleeve hanging in that is important, it's supposed to be like, here's the Pinky Nurse Father, here's the Pinky Apprentice. If they'd given any definition to this, first of all, they would have to put it on probably the Ryoshu art. But second of all, they would have had to acknowledge the fact that she looks like shit.
I don't know.
And it's like, that's annoying to me.
I don't mind the Shiomi robes. I think Shiomi looks okay.
The Shiomi robe, the robes are fine. I'm not huge on her design. I just wish that she didn't have this constant fucking visual effect around her that makes her impossible to look at.
I think that I think that they could have unblurred this sleeve.
I wish they did.
Without running into issues and showing us the flower pattern on the sleeve and whatever, and it's like and it would be fine. I'm like, did they blur this so you can't exactly tell what skin tone the hand is, so you don't know who it is? Like, come on. Anyway, with our criticisms combined,
it's fine. I like that there's the little flowers being cut by the sword, which are the same flowers as are on the robe. It's the child abuse room.
It's the infinite child abuse room.
It's the infinite child abuse room
where you abuse infinite children for infinite amounts of time. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I think I think the overall composition of this looks nice, and I think Sinclair looks nice. I think this hair is nicely rendered. I don't mind the hair as much as you. I think the outfit is nicely rendered. I just think that and I really like this overall composition. But then they just add a bunch of really frustrating little details that are annoying to me, and that's what's up with that. Next one.
What about the Uptie 3?
What about it? Well, with the swing the sword.
It's better.
It's fine.
Yeah, this is actually subjective. It's less interestingly composed and framed. But this is first of all more of an image of Sinclair and also more of an image of the outfit, which are both things I support.
Yes. And it's you can see pretty much all the interesting parts of the sword too, which I appreciate. You can see this weird cross stitching that's even in sort of the etching on the blade. oh, it looks like it's made of spider silk. I get it. I really
The
like that.
spiders.
This is one of the most thoughtful sort of effect blurs that they've
Uh-huh.
ever done. Thing that they love to do and don't always do perfectly. To be clear, we like Limbus Company.
Yes.
It's a random selection of images. What do you want from me? Um, I like that his sword slashes his they've got the little flowers kind of like built into them that were being previously sliced apart. And it's like now he sort of gets to be himself, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But also I love this pose. It really is like it's a very, oh my god, that guy in the back has like ninja tabby boots.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just looking at these recently for reasons. But like, um, I like this pose. You can't like see
Mm-hmm.
his leg, but there's a lot of sort of implied motion, like this big sort of like lunge forward that he's doing is like
Mm-hmm.
put across really really clearly in like how his
Yeah.
clothes move.
I like when a
Which I
guy
really
who's wearing
appreciated.
big, heavy clothing is not like hindered by that clothing to showing that their body moves in ways.
Yeah, it's just like good posing. Um, and
Also,
then
you can see her boobs really well
you
here.
you really can. I was about to say, um, and I also just like I like how fucking tired he looks.
Yeah.
It just looks fucking
During the Sinclair
just looks fucking
episode,
exhausted.
we complained a bit about Sinclair face, where he just goes,
Right? Yeah, I was
Um,
remembering this because I was listening to a bunch of them.
but I really like this Sinclair face.
Uh huh.
I don't know. It's both the fact that the eyes have this glint of blue in them from all of the sword effects, which is very appealing.
Uh huh.
And just that like I don't know. They put some sauce on Sinclair the more that they girl clarify him. Um,
Uh
the
huh.
more that they make his face look like a woman,
Uh huh. Yeah.
the better he gets to look at.
This is how I feel about most people, honestly. Just like generally speaking.
They girl clarify him, and then it's like, oh, you have like, I mean, he has these big old eyes that are very expressive, and then the bags underneath them, and this like slight downturn to the mouth is not just like indifference; it's like
Well,
an
well,
actual scowl.
Well, here's the thing: is that like even if it's very subtle, there's contrast in the two expressions here.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the first one, his mouth is perfectly flat,
Mm-hmm.
and his eyes are kind of soft in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's very puppy girl. And then in the second one, he just like freed from like having to perform for his mentor a little bit. He gets to show how like tired and unhappy he is, but only just a little bit, and that just works overall.
It's his
um
actual killing you face, which is
yeah.
why it annoys me that all of his sprites don't have an actual killing you face. Mostly he just looks like Ren.
He's just like fucking Backstreet Boys Red. Really
He's
funny.
like Ren, except he has slightly worse sprites than Ren.
Uh-huh.
If you look at Ren's page, like his guard sprite has a lot of sauce, and his
Uh-huh.
evade sprite has some more sauce. And girl Claire just can't keep up.
Just can't keep up. Damn. He really is like a poor imitation of who he's supposed to imitate.
Right?
They re- they made him a worse Red.
Break the world, Shell girl.
Yeah, just yeah.
And that
Anyway.
god is named Abraxas.
Uh-huh.
Shall we move on?
We should. Who is next? Now I'm worried that this episode is gonna be
It's
too
time
long.
for Heishou Pack Way Branch
Oh
Don
my
Quixote.
fucking god! Never mind. This episode is gonna be so fucking long. Wait. Oh, there it is. I had so many Limbus Company wiki tabs open.
Mhm.
Oh my fucking. Let's. Okay. Spoilers for the rest of the episode. Let's just enjoy ourselves right now, and then
Okay.
we'll get into it next
Okay.
Heishou.
That's okay. I
Is that,
understand.
is that
That
reasonable?
seems reasonable to me.
Okay, great. Um, it-
I fucking love the art of and the girl Heishou Pack Way Branch Don Quixote.
yeah, she's real cute.
She's
Um,
real cute, first of all. They show this uptight one art of her, and it's like, oh my god, it's Don Quixote in a big scarf and a big hoodie, and she has the ram horns because she's a little sheep, and they always make her like a little sheep. And it's like, oh my god, she's like a perfect girl. Also, Faust is there, but looking like better than they ever make Faust look in actual Faust art.
I love that they have the little Heishou, they have the little pins for whatever reason, just so
It's
that they
just
can put a
very,
pin
it's
on
very
Heishou.
moe for no reason.
Yeah.
Be a bunny girl.
Anyway, she's cold, so she's all bundled up. I love how this coat is rendered. It's just
I
like
know.
they do such a good job here of just making her look like a tiny child.
She
This
is
kind
so
the like
small.
hand stitching on this jacket, and the way
Mm-hmm.
this oh my god, this scarf has such a distinct texture, right? Where it's
Yeah.
it's like a windbreaker material. It's like
Yeah.
slick.
It's like a
And it's
puffy
like
jacket.
yeah, and it's like panels of that sewn together. Like really, that's not like a normal scarf. They had to really like think
No.
of they had to think of a guy, and by a guy I mean scarf for this, and I really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that. And then the jacket is like more matte than the scarf. You could imagine it being sort of like a matte jacket texture. The only thing I can think to say is like my jacket, but only Ash maybe understands what that means.
Yeah, it's like your jacket.
It's like my jacket. And then they always do this like puffy cloud very well. And then you've just got these sort of like ominous glinting horns behind her hood, that are very scary. But mostly it's just she's a little bundle of gold.
And she's a little bundle of joy. They've got her sparkling around. I like that nobody else in this image is like as sort of good to look at as Don Quixote. She doesn't even look happy here. She's actively kind of miserable in this image. She's like, I'm freezing to death.
You
Because
jest
she's
surely.
a sheep and she doesn't have her wool.
How can ye speak of heat? By my troth, or I could perish of cold this very moment. Shoot.
Listen, it's tough to be a way branch Heishou. They
Yeah,
make
I
it
guess
really.
so.
They're always inventing animal people to exploit, but the sheep people seem to have it pretty bad. But if you look, I like this ox guy who's in the
I know!
background.
They provided a free ox guy, and then
They
but-
provided a free ox guy.
Okay.
Even Faust is like, what?
the horns are fine, but like look at how they indicate that this guy is a rooster guy. One, he has a fucking rooster on his hat, which is so fucking dumb. Two, he doesn't like have wings or anything, so they're like, oh, what do we do? Okay, let's just make feathers float randomly
Yeah,
around
let's just put
him.
feathers all over the screen and put him in a red jacket.
Like, gee, come on, man.
It's so funny.
I can't deviate immediately. Do I fucking hate Heishou? It's a cute image. She's very cute. I like
it's a cute
Zilu
image.
Faust.
They also
Faust?
they don't really talk about like what do the Heishou like get up to, because the answer is not actually that much. Mostly they seem to just be exploited.
They mostly seem to just sort of stand around until there's a war.
Yeah, but I like this image of like they're all out in the square being exploited animal people.
Uh-huh.
What's up with that?
It's
anyway,
like-
they
it's
make
like
this image really nice.
Uh-huh.
For genuinely like no reason.
It's like they made these fucking animal. Sorry, I'm still mad about the hat. They made these fucking animal badges to be like these. You know, it's. Do you recognize her? She's a rabbit. We'll put a badge on her so you recognize her. And then they don't put a fucking the rooster badge on the rooster guy. Instead, give him this stupid fucking
They
trucker
just give
hat.
him a hat.
Like, shut the fuck. Anyway, I feel like
Maybe
Zilu.
he's just delivering chicken.
I feel like Zilu Faust's outfit also looks really, really nice. For how kind of
Yeah, it
like
does.
she's mildly background blurred, but they've clearly put a ton of
Mm-hmm.
effort into like the fabric textures of this. I also love that I've just noticed that Don Quixote is radiating rainbows.
Yeah.
She's just
She has the
emitting
shoujo
rainbows.
filter.
Yeah, she does. She does, absolutely.
You see her from across the pen where they keep all the animals.
Anyway, it's just like I love. I guess I've never looked at Xylophos that closely. Does she always have this fucking like scene neck thing? She looks like a fucking scene girl.
You can't
She looks
see
like
it in
she's
her
going
normal art, I
fucking
believe.
clubbing.
She
going
does.
to
This
the
is
club.
just a Zelu outfit thing that they've given her.
Why does she look like she going to the club? They're going to
I
the
love
club.
Zelu. Anyway.
Anyway.
They make this image really nice, even though it has like literally no reason to be this cute, just so that they can do the transition into the uptie 3.
Uh-huh. In which
I just
scary.
say, the uptie 3 fucking rules.
Uh-huh.
First of all, start at the bottom of the image. Look at the ram that is on this skirt, this little ram pattern with the horizontal pupil eye that stares out at you and is golden and beautiful. The thing about the wave branch, which I love, I'm obsessed with it, is that like when they're exploited to go do their job, their special animal thing is that horns grow out of their arms and tie their weapons to their arms so that they can't do anything else until they're done doing their job.
Uh-huh. You know
which
what
is fucking metal as hell.
Uh-huh. You know what I bet this is inspired by?
What?
Just like visually, like almost certainly. How much Elden Ring have you seen?
Not that much, to be quite honest.
Let me what's his name? Like Morgott? Elden Ring has these guys called they're called a bunch of different things. But like in the base game they're called omens.
Morgott the Omen King.
Yeah, Morgott the Omen King. And like I think you can see it on, oh my god, what is his name? His brother. Fucking blood man. General. I'll find it while I keep talking. But like they have like horns growing from their head and also like other parts of their body constantly that then like twist back around and pierce into them.
Yeah.
And this is their whole thing. And they have this like really distinct sort of like gnarly texture that like really reminds me
That's
of what
sick.
they're doing here.
No, totally. Fucking Kim Ji-yoon has played fucking Elden Ring.
Yeah.
But I love this. I love the fucking texture on this image, which they have to have because they need these curling ram horns to look as gnarly as possible. And so they just have all of these like writhing, twisting shapes going into each other with the ridges and the bumps. And they go on to these battering rams that she's wielding.
Oh, I figured out who I was thinking of. It's Moog. I'm sending you a picture of Moog.
Fantastic. Thank you.
The just like texture and twisting of Moog's head, and like the one eye thing makes me really think. This is a Moog type girl.
Moog type beat. She just is so awesome. The fact that they make her look so small in the first image immediately to send you into this like shattered frame below her is incredible to me. I think she's so awesome.
And I really like, I like the way it recontextualizes a lot of things in the first image, where like she still kind of looks short. You know what I mean? But she looks very now the jacket has transformed into just like these like layers and layers and layers of leather and wool that make her just look like invincible. Like she looks so sort of stout and strong. She's got the classic like bandage hand wraps for her various hand issues, which all of the Heishous have. And the framing on this is just so awesome that her just like looking down at you with her one evil eye, is really good. I feel like all of this like foreground bullshit, this image is well composed, unlike some images in this game with a lot of foreground bullshit, where the foreground bullshit doesn't get in the way of anything important, and it frames her so nicely. It makes you feel trapped. It frames her really nicely. There's this sort of like diagonal, like she only has the tiniest bit of diagonalitis, but she's in a sort of diagonal frame that makes you feel really off balance. And it's awesome.
God,
and like,
she's so cool.
look, just like, you can really just like look at this weapon and like kind of like track an individual like horn with your eye and see like what it twists into and stuff. And it's
look at how these fucking rams are like bleeding with sap. Like, what is the deal?
Yeah, no, absolutely. She's just like, the wood is being crushed, and again, it's very Elden Ring. Elden Ring has a lot of golden sap in it. They just made sort of a scary Elden Ring boss out of Don Quixote, and I think that's cool. And then you can get a little bit of a better look at her outfit, in the battle sprites. And it is very nice. Again, I love this ram on the skirt, or on like the loincloth or whatever. And it just like all of these like twisty fabrics next to twisty horns, and then just like cut through with these little fluffy sheep bits. It's just really nice.
God, she's awesome. Also, look at her acquisition miscellaneous images, the acquisition still that they have on this page, of the little animation that they do before you get her, where there's Zelufast just hanging out, and then there she is. By the way, I'm sheep.
Yeah. Time to be exploited.
Time to be exploited.
Okay, let's clip this along. Next up, it is...
It's the Heishou pack.
It's the fucking Heishou pack. Now I'm gonna do a short rant. Just for you. I think that, like, considering how things are going with Kanto 9 IDs, I fucking hate the Heishou. I fucking hate them. Fuck these guys. Fuck these guys. They can suck my dick. Fuck these guys. Fuck the Heishou. It's the fucking Heishou haters club. We can be nice for Don Quixote, but generally speaking, fuck these guys. They can suck my dick. Fuck these guys. It's
cockfighting. It's cockfighting Heathcliff.
More like cock-sucking Heathcliff. You walked right into that one.
I did. I did it just for you.
Oh, thank you. Fucking anyway, they just like, I think the Heishou suck ass. I don't think they're very cool. I don't think, like, generally some individual there's individual pieces of Heishou art that I don't mind, etc., etc. But like, as a broadly, they just take up a bunch of space for no reason. And it's like, not only did they put fake Dream of the Red Chamber guys into Kanto 8.
Yeah. It didn't put Dream of the Red Chamber guys into the identities.
They didn't even put their fake Dream of the Red Chamber guys into the IDs. Yeah. Instead, all of the IDs from this fucking season are just like, oh, it's a random animal person. And it's like, again, I like animal people, but I'm just like, that's not what I want from Limbus Company IDs. I want, like, show me a cool guy in the story, and then I get to be, ooh, who's gonna be this guy? Who's gonna be, the sad she lady who applies curse to you?
No, and then nobody. You get to... They're all gonna be fucking guys from the Chinese zodiac.
We didn't even get fucking... I mean, like, we're gonna get, like, marriage, so, like, I don't mind not getting, a... Oh my god, what's her name? Marriage lady.
Bao Chai.
Bao Chai. I don't even mind not getting a Bao Chai, but we didn't get a fucking... Oh my god. Being mad about Dream of the Red Chamber, then forgetting all of my Dream of the Red Chamber names. I forgot all of them because they wouldn't give them to us, because they gave us fucking Heishou instead. They didn't even give us fucking Shui Pan. It's like, come on!
True!
Not that anyone gives a fuck about Shui Pan, but at least he's a real fucking guy, unlike this
People give too much of a fuck about Shui Pan online.
Oh my god, Heishou, like, half of the Heishou we never ever see in the in this
No.
fucking story. Like
At least the roosters are briefly silhouetted in a single scene.
and we never even see
The
like
rams never appear.
we never even see the coolest of the Heishou.
Yeah, the dragon. We don't even get a
never
dragon guy.
Dragon. I'm gonna fucking kill. Anyway, fuck these guys. Heishou.
But it's cockfighting Heathcliff.
It's cocksucking Heathcliff. He's fine.
It's Cockcliff.
It's
It's
Anyway.
like not incorrect, so I get to call him that.
Yeah, that's true.
I like that he's cockfighting Heathcliff. I like the choices that they made for the different animal. To be clear, I totally agree with Ivy that the Heishou like overstayed their welcome and are boring and are not fun. But I do appreciate several of the individual animal choices that they made. I like
Sure.
that it's cockfighting Heathcliff, even though cockfighting Heathcliff fills literally the exact same niche as Rabbit Cliff. In terms of like what the story and themes of this guy are, just because like I don't know, he's a Backstreets guy.
He's
you give him the
he's a scrappy
cockfighting
boy.
ID.
Sure, that makes sense. And it's like I don't mind this piece of art. I think it's got kind of a cool framing. Like we don't get to see the outfit really, but we're about to see a decent amount of the outfit. Also, there's not really anything too much to this outfit.
I'm not super fond of the uptie 1 for this image. It looks like an uptie 3 in a bad way.
Why are these in this order?
I mean, I know why they're in this order, which is just that the uptie 3 looks like cooler and better. And also
Sure.
it's chronological, but it is the opposite of the way it normally is. I just think he's so diagonal. You can see so little except for him. That it's like, okay.
Yeah, I almost have like
Whatever.
I think that this like painting looks fine. It's you know I like the red stripe coming out of its eye is kind of cool. But like
He looks exactly like you would expect if you fed the words Heishou and rooster into, a machine. It was like, what's a Heishou rooster guy look like? It's like, oh, they give him a big hat and then
he's got
some
feathers.
feathers.
Yeah, I kind of have like there's kind of nothing to say about this image. It's
Yeah,
like
it's extremely boring.
Everything looks totally fine. I mean, I feel like we could move along a little quicker. So I think everything looks totally
the uptie 3
fine.
though.
The uptie 3 is nice. Like one, he is kind of doing in terms of framing. He is kind of doing the Don Quixote Heishou thing, but like less interesting.
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
I like how your I guess the camera is situated like within the stomach of a corpse because there's like flesh framing it. I like here's the thing that I wish that they did, generally speaking. I wish when you go to the Bina murder zone and
We all know this.
You're underground.
Yeah.
And it's very obvious that the sky is a fake sky. The
Yeah.
thing is that the sky is a fake sky everywhere in Hoenheim.
Yeah.
Because they're in a cube. They're in the movie Cube. And so I kind of wish
They're in
that
colon generic romance.
I think that this sky is very pretty. I think it would be cooler if it looked more like it was a fake sky and that he's not actually outside. But this is me being picky.
My picky thing about this image is just that it does not have to be diagonal. It literally does not have to be. You can
diagonal.
You can tilt it 20 degrees to the left and it looks the same. Better even.
You're right. Yeah, it does. Oh yeah, I'm looking at like the line of the house and the yeah. Again,
It literally just doesn't have to be this way. I don't know why they made it this way.
Yeah, it feels like he's gonna slide. I guess maybe it's like a slanted roof. That's giving it too much credit.
No, he's just diagonal for no reason. I always like when they show a little bit of the Heishou's fucked up, body horror shit that happens to them. So I like that he still has his big wing in this image, and the feathers are still coming out of his arm and shit. Always fun. And obviously it's, he's a rooster and the sun is rising. I think this piece of art is generally underappreciated.
Yeah,
Mostly because it came out during the middle of all of the other fucking Heishou.
Yeah,
So
nobody
it's
gives
like,
a fuck about this
who's
shit.
looking at this shit?
Um,
But I think it's a really, nice and
I,
interesting piece of art.
I really like the colors on this image are just really, really nice. It just like has such a nice sunset. I love the bit of
Mm-hmm.
green on the right on this house.
Yeah.
I love like the way that he's silhouetted.
It's
It's
got
like
the
again
lens flare from
there's
the
nothing.
light.
If you actually look at how the feathers of his like feather cape / wing are painted, it's like
Mm-hmm.
absolutely nothing. But that's a positive because like he's in silhouette, and
Yeah.
he's silhouetted against the sun, and it looks nice.
It's good.
It's a nice image. It doesn't need to be diagonal.
It does need to
Honest,
be diagonal. Cockcliff.
it's cocksucking Heathcliff.
It's
Um,
cocksucking Heathcliff.
And honestly, I could do without the gore frame also. Like I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can cut it and just put like a little bit more gore in those spaces. Without me having to like be sort of emerging from someone's stomach, question mark. Anyway, who's next? Oh my
It's
god,
Vi
it's another
Association
fucking
West South
Sinclair.
or Zi Association West Section 3 Sinclair, not
Wow.
to be confused with Vi Association South Section 6 Sinclair.
You said that so bad. It's very
I
entertaining.
did. I really fucked it up.
You tried so hard to say Zvi instead of Zai, and then you gave up and just said Zai anyway. But then when you said the name of the other ID, you did say it correctly with no
I
issues. And it's like, what's going on?
I don't know. That's scary.
Anyway, look at this guy. I'm
I like
pointing
that
at
his,
him.
I like that his voice line that they have when his acquisition line, which they also always have on top of the page, is "Can you stop pointing that finger at me?"
Stop
And then you
pointing
look
that
at the
finger
art
at
and
me.
it's like, this guy's pointing that finger at him.
Look at this fucking guy. I'm pointing at him.
This guy from the Secret Service is pointing his finger at me. Also, look at this fucking girl, Claire.
Mm-hmm.
Look at her. Look at her chubby cheeks
Uh-huh.
and her fucking eyelashes.
I'm actually quite fond of. Oh my god, hang on. I have to go look at the others Vi West thing because I remember having a lot of issues with Ishmael.
Is Vi West Ishmael?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah, the main
I feel
issue
like,
with that one is that you can't fucking see her.
yeah, I feel like this is the best shot that we get of like the top of the Zvi West outfit, and I mostly just appreciate it for that. Like I think the framing here is actually genuinely funny. It's got a fun little
Yeah, it's
kind of
good.
like it's got a fun little sort of 3 points of focus, like moving into the background with like Sinclair. You look at him for a while, you follow the finger up to the guy, and then like your eye is drawn to the poster in the background, and it like tells a really nice, coherent little 3-panel story through its composition. I think that's very solid. Look at this guy in the foreground on the left. He's
I
kind
know.
of he's kind of funny looking. What's up with him? I
I
don't know if I'd be pointing at that guy, boss.
I don't know. I think you should stop pointing your finger at that guy, boss.
But I really like how clearly you can see like how when we rolled this guy, I was like, I have shit to say about this guy because I always have shit to say about armor and weapons. Fucking like now I forgot what I was going to say about the armor and the weapons. But you can really see about like
I
how
think
the
it's-
plates layer and how they interact.
Yeah.
And there's even like you can see like where this shoulder pauldron would like clang against the chess piece while being moved, and then there's a little bit of damage there, and it's like really thoughtfully done.
I love those Vi West armor very, very much. We talked about this during the Ishmael episode, but I think that their fucking Western Knight samurai shit is so awesome every time. And also, I love that they are like knights that have to wear a suit. They have to wear a collared shirt and a tie underneath their chest plate. It's funny to me every single time.
Yeah, and I mean, like, as is often, they do the fabric really well. They do the metal effect on this one really well. Again, I love it when
I love all of the little scratches and dings and dents on the armor.
Yeah, it looks really
and
thoughtful.
on the sword.
Yeah, oh my god, and it's like finally, fucking finally, once in a lifetime, we get some fucking Zvi West art where we can see the goddamn rectangle.
Water flowing underground.
Show me the here you can see the rectangle, and you can see the rectangle in the next one, and like that makes me happy. My main issue with this image, and this is sort of like a weird one, but I feel like it has too many colors.
That's reasonable.
I feel like
it doesn't need to have purple guy in the foreground and also whatever this green shit is in the background.
It has the whole
fake
fucking
plants?
rainbow. It has like the red of the tie. It has like, I guess there's no orange, but then it has the yellow, and then it has the green, and then it has the blue of the outfit and of the sword, and then the purple, and there's even this random red guy in the back who's like weirdly distracting because he's like too brightly colored. And I think this image just has too many colors, and it could really do with like a nice clean, like I would love it if the Secret Service guys were like, all of their accoutrements were red, and it was just like yellow and blue and red, and then we cut this green.
I don't know why there are fake plants there.
It's just it's sort of distracting to look at, but it's a really nice, clean, simple execution of this piece of art. Sinclair is going but like, whatever.
No, but he's sweating. He's nervous.
He's sweating a little bit.
Can you please stop pointing your finger at me?
Please stop pointing at me.
Please. I'm just a little guy.
Hang on, I have to look at Zvi Ishmael to remember
and
why.
Also, it's my birthday.
Okay,
I'm a little birthday boy.
And then the up tie. Honestly, looking back at Zvi Ishmael, I think I was a little bit harsh on it for like rectangle purposes. But like this, I feel just like is a much cleaner shot of like doing the rectangle. Like I just think that this is a little bit I think that Zvi Ishmael is the hottest thing since the sun. Call me Ishmael.
Call me Ishmael.
We're bringing back all the hits, like Call Me Ishmael. But like, and like the cape flowing, that one is really nice. But this one is just sort of really clean. I like the specific size. They're basically the same image, right? So it sort of makes sense to compare them. I like the size of Sinclair in this image. He feels like the correct size. And I feel like having the weapon shatter instead of like having this big bat like they have in Zvi Ishmael, so that you can really see the dimensions of the rectangle helps a lot, even though there are like an infinite number of particle effects in front of it.
There's so many. It is like kind of unbearable. Hey, look at the missing poster from the first one, and then look at the boy. It's the boy.
There's storytelling here. It's like
he's doing a good thing. It's the boy.
It's the boy. It's your boy. It's your boy, scary boy. This boy looks like he's
scary boy, and then some like a corpse, sort of in the frame of his cape / arm and the sword. There's just a corpse there.
Yeah, but I like his posing here. Again, I feel like you can see the pose of him holding the sword more. I think part of my Zvi Ishmael critique was that it looks like a shield because you can't quite see what she's doing with her arm. Here you can clearly see he's holding it by its handle. This helps because there's also the handle in the previous one. You can see how he's wielding a rectangle. And
guys are shooting arrows at them.
Yeah, his back up pose to this like sort of like shocked but also OMG cool little boy is really good.
I was trying to figure out what these like things in the foreground were. It's just arrows from a bow.
Yeah.
The bow and arrow strat to avoid guns.
The bow and arrow vampires that you fight in Kanto 7. We're all familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the bow and arrow.
Yeah.
I like his expression here a lot. He's sort of fixated and determined.
Mm-hmm.
It's I just think the eyebrows are doing a lot of work here. Good job, buddy.
Yeah. I wish that there was like I like this one. I wish that there was a little bit more to the previous one. Again, not to be
Mm-hmm.
constantly complaining about Sinclair. Just so that there's
We're bringing back all the hits.
a more
Constantly complaining about Sinclair.
fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. He
Fuck
can suck
this
my
guy.
dick. Fuck this guy. Um
Turn him into a woman.
um anyway, I'm sorry, I almost went off on a very dirty joke.
Okay.
Just so that there was a little bit more contrast, but what contrast there is really nice. This is a very kind of like the storytelling in these two images is really good. It's like you can see the rectangle on his back, and then you can see the rectangle being wielded. He looks very uncertain in the first one, and then the second one he's sort of hatched from his egg. You can see the missing poster, and then the boy. It's just sort of it's very clean. It's very nice.
If you look at his sprites, I like how much of a wimp he is in these sprites. Look at his hurt sprite where he's like, meh. And then his idol has the little drop of sweat as well. You can also, if you're looking at via association, West Section 3 Ishmael, see the differences between their two outfits, which I think are very charming.
Yeah.
They've got the emblem in different places, and then Sinclair has these big baggy pants that Ishmael does not. And his skirt is a little bit less heavily armored.
Mm-hmm. I think
He's in blue and she's in black.
I think Zvi Ishmael sort of character design just like looks more compelling. The way they do sort of like the waving cape next to her waving hair is just so nice. But like this pair of art comes together much cleaner than Zvi Ishmael.
Yeah.
Great. Now it's time to talk about our last thing before the break. I need to keep remembering that we talked for a long time before the thing, so I don't feel like this episode is going to be forever. It'll be fine. It'll probably be like 2 hours.
Yeah.
We're talking about our first featured ego, Roseate Desire, Honglu. Wait, is this the one? Oh no, Ishmael is the one where like she just gets replaced by Shu. Yeah, the good Shu.
This one's got Shu, but it's not as good.
That being said, personally, I think that as a person who's been reading like a lot of Danmei recently, I think that this one maybe controversial. I think that this one is actually I think Roseate Desire Honglu is actually hotter than Roseate Desire Ishmael. I know.
No, this is true.
But
well, first of all, Honglu is more of a woman than Ishmael.
Oh, wow!
In this image, I don't mean this as an insult to Ishmael. In this image, and also, I'm saying Honglu is more of a femme.
Yeah, that's true.
And so he's more of a sex object than Ishmael.
That's true.
This was sort of when the game released. This is a canon event for Limbus Company fans, as I've been saying. Is the announcement of Roseate Desire, Honglu, and Ishmael. There's really good memes of Roseate Desire Honglu as the soldier in front of the kid's bed, taking all the bullets, and it's like gacha game sexualizing characters. Roseate Desire Honglu, all of the female characters in Limbus Company. They just like they do so much more to Honglu than they ever do to like any woman for like a year.
Oh my
it's
god,
like really, really funny.
The way he's being smothered, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I do just like, I love the posing here. I love how it looks like he's sort of struggling for control. The one pink eye and one jade eye
and the one
is
jade
so inspired. Just like little bits of jade inside the pink. It's just like the way he's being strung up. Even his legs, which are not being strung up, he's just doing a catty little
He's just
pose.
like that.
Yeah, he's doing the fucking
girl.
He's doing the fucking Kumo dip leg lift, a reference
Oh my
that
God,
only Ash
yeah.
will understand. but like, oh my god, it's just like, it's really, really good. He's being so sexploitated, which is so perfect
Mm-hmm.
for Hong Lu.
It's so
Um,
perfect for Hong Lu.
this is like
This
an
image also influenced how people characterized Hong Lu for 2 years.
this is just like a
Sort of
this is
single-handedly.
just such a really good start to characterizing Hong Lu in the game. It's
Right.
just like, he's your object that you sexploit. I love that the
He's your sexploiting object.
I love that
Of course I'm glad that they've moved past this era of ego where it's really just like the guy in their uniform,
uh-huh.
but stuff is happening to them. But I think there are compelling things about Hong Lu in uniform in this one, especially if you look at the sprites. I really like that the sleeves of the uniform are becoming these like gauntlets
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
claws. And then if you look at the corrosion, you'll see that more and more of the of the uniform is taken up by pink and becomes gray. Um, I just think
Yeah.
it's interesting. Everything is sort of sucked out of the colors of the Limbus Company. The little bit of red that was on the tie has been removed and covered in pink.
I really like how his I really like how his coat and hair are sort of splattered with pink, like it's pink
Mm-hmm.
blood. Um really, really good.
Danganronpa.
Like in Danganronpa. I love his pose, especially his corrosion pose. I
Mm-hmm.
love that in the sprite his jade eye has sort of like pink um whites, like
Yeah, pink
like
sclera.
he's really high. um
Uh-huh.
I love
Fucked up on that urge.
uh it's just
Oh, it even
it's
sucks the color out of his jade hair bangle in the corrosion.
uh-huh
Everything is
makes it
pink.
pink, everything's
Become
pink.
pink.
Anyway, it's good.
And
There's
then
not,
look at his moving sprite for
I
the corrosion
know.
where he's
Oh
just
right,
getting
I was
tugged
gonna say,
around.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This sense of being sort of thrown around like a doll is so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
What does this ego
This
do?
ego sucks ass,
Nothing.
but like, just to be clear, it's
Uh-huh.
not good. You're not gonna use it in combat.
Uh-huh. 19
I
plus
mean,
9 is
they're gonna give it a thread spin 5 soon, so maybe it'll become like viable. Who knows?
mm-hmm. Wow, and it's like defense power down, my favorite thing. Um
Yay!
anyway, it's good.
Inflict the target of the leftmost skill on the dashboard with lust fragility.
Are you ready for our secret thing?
Yeah.
It's time to do numbers. Um and
On?
not numbers on Hong Lu. Numbers on Pink Shoes, the
Oh
abnormality.
boy.
This is part of the reason
Yeah,
why I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like, should I
yeah.
take Rosie and Desire out of the pool? But I couldn't tell you why I was thinking this.
Oh, okay. I see.
So
What? Just because it's like a pair of shoes,
yeah,
or
because
because of the way it is?
it's shoe. Um.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, numbers is a thing we do on this podcast where we give things cute, appealing, and Kinsey scores that are not a measure of quality. Just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Normally we give them to characters, but there's no featured character in this, so we're giving it to Pink Shoes.
We're giving it to shoes, baby.
Cute
Giving it
on
to some
these
haunted shoes.
Cute on these shoes.
Cute on these shoes. I mean, okay. This is a shoes focused podcast, honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm always thinking about characters' shoes and whether or not they're cute. If someone was wearing these bright pink shoes, I think that I would find it like kind of cute, but not that cute. They're not that interesting, right?
Yeah.
They're just like wedges.
Yeah. And I mean the abnormal,
And they're solid pink.
they're solid pink. You know, the I feel like the ribbon part of it is more tied up in appeal for me.
Mm-hmm.
But they're kind of just like bright pink heels. I think it's kind of I think it's kind of cute to be an object in this way.
Yeah, it's cute to be an object. I mean, I immediately dismissed this after thinking about it for about 5 seconds while you were vamping. I was like, is the bit that I do for this just that I'm like enchanted by the shoes?
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, oh, they're 6 cute, 6 appealing. They're my favorite shoes.
But it's just like, imagine imagine if you're like, okay, you have to like you have to get energy out of this very, very scary monster, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then you were shown to the chamber,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like a pair of pink heels. I think that would be kind of cute.
I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
I
But
want
they're
'em.
but they're not that cute. I don't
Uh-huh.
know. I could comfortably give
Look
them
at
like a
look at
3.
the suppressed core image for me in the gallery. Look at them in their little egg where they're just beautiful shoes on a pillow.
Wait, in the gallery. Oh, here we go. Um, oh
It's just
yeah,
it's a glass
that's
case for the shoes.
that's cute. That's cute.
Right.
That's cute.
Anyway, I think this is a 4.
Yeah, 4 seems very. It's good. I like it. It's 4.
Yeah. A 4 seems
Appealing.
very 4.
Now, it's really hard to like.
It's the sex abnormality.
Yeah, it's really hard to not give 6 appealing, I think, to like the shoes that make you horny. Just because
It's
like
the-
appeal is the thing that it does. It doesn't do
It's
anything
the
else.
sex abnormality.
Yeah.
There are no other abnormalities in the game that are as sex as pink shoes.
Uh-huh.
It's the abnormality that puts you in bondage and makes you go, oh, my urge, my desire.
Uh-huh. Which like honestly, if I had to choose like being inflicted by any abnormality, it'd be pretty high up there.
Listen, it seems pretty chill.
And it's just like I'm like, I don't know. I would put on these shoes.
I would put them on. Anyway, I do think it has to be a 6.
I think it has to be a 6, just sort of ontologically. Now the
Kinsey
now the
scale
Kinsey
number?
scale number of the shoes.
The Kinsey scale number of the shoes?
The Kinsey scale number of the shoes. What could it be?
I feel like the best I can do is the gender of the shoes.
Uh-huh.
But it's sort of hard to...
The gender of the shoes. The lesbian Kinsey scale number
The
of
lesbian
the shoes.
Kinsey scale number of the shoes?
I like, I feel like strictly speaking, there's 2 approaches here.
Mm-hmm.
One is that it just sort of ontologically has to be a 3 because it's just like, whatever your desires are, that it's like go out and do that. It's it's open to all desires in this way. And so one could frame this as a 3 Kinsey sort of object. That being said, one could also
Intrinsically
take
bisexual.
intrinsically bisexual shoes. One could also take the approach to these shoes, especially with Hong Lu and Ishmael being our featured guys here, of like the shoes are about expressing repressed desire.
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
that's kind of gay. Also, they're pink.
If we're
pumps.
thinking about the lesbian Kinsey scale number of the shoes, which I promise is relevant to the regular Kinsey scale number of the shoes, Hong Lu is femme on the Limbus Company butch femme scale. This has been established. And Ishmael is butch on the Limbus Company butch femme scale. And I think like the art for each of them basically reflects this. Where Hong Lu becomes very object and Ishmael is much more in control, it seems.
It's a really good image to take these 2 images and imagine them being right directly across from each other.
Yeah. And so I think it's like it's here for you. It's doing you for you. It's butch for butch. It's femme for femme.
Okay. You have to conclude this with slightly more for me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's homo.
It is homo. It is a pair of pink shoes that make your repressed desires unleash, and also ties you up in bondage. Does that mean it's a 6?
Well, I think it's also intrinsically bisexual. So, like, a 4?
So, like a 4? I was also leaning 4. 4 seems very
Yeah.
reasonable. Great. Now it's time to take a break.
Now it's time to take a break, and then we'll come back and do this again.
All right. Okay. See you in
See you in 5.
See you in 5. I mean, we'll be back in 5. You'll be back in like 30. Anyways, bye.
이 정도까지만 옥지어줄게요. 함께 또각또각.
They were like, oh, we'll reach out to you if we accept you, but, not everybody, blah, 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 blah. They didn't tell me anything until this morning.
What? How are you supposed to prep things?
I know! Anyway. Run your events like a fucking human being.
Be a professional.
I'm too deep in the paint here because I spend my entire fucking life running events, but, like, Jesus Christ. You can't give someone fucking 24 hours of notice that they've been accepted for the thing that you made them fill out a form for.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back.
I don't know how much of that I can put in the cold oven.
We put plenty of paint on the board there.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Anyway, it's time to talk about
Lobotomy Ego Lamp Gregor.
Lamp.
This identity mirrors Hoenheim as he appears in Part 3 of Canto 9, The Unsevering.
It's so funny. It's so fucking funny to me that they're making 2 Hoenheim Gregors. They made
2 of them. I saw the silhouette of the other one and I was like, oh, it's Hoenheim Faust. And then it was pointed out to me that no, you can brighten the image and it's obviously Gregor. And also Faust is in the background as Utter Blossom. And I was like, I thought they would do a Hoenheim Faust because obviously you do a Hoenheim Faust, but no, you just make a second Gregor.
They do continuity IDs now where it's
the
same guy from multiple times. But, like, it's just really funny that we were talking about this when they announced this Hoenheim ID, Lamp.
Mm-hmm.
We were like,
Lamp.
oh, I guess they're not doing a Hoenheim for the Bach guy. So, like, what are they gonna do? Because there's not that many guys, and it's like JK. It's just 2 of them.
Also, when Hoenheim, fucking Big Bird Hoenheim dropped in Canto 9. We were debating about what the ego weapon was, but no, this was a precursor to the just released ego alteration Hornet, or so. This is just the Lobotomy Corporation Big Bird Lamp ego, but they turned it into a crossbow.
I fucking guess. I think that they should have given him Screaming Wedge, but not Screaming Wedge isn't very good. I know, but I just personally enjoy a Screaming Wedge.
I keep mixing up Old Lady and Lady Facing the Wall because neither of these are descriptive names for a guy. And so when Faint Aroma Solitude Ryoshu dropped, I was like, oh hell yeah, Screaming Wedge.
God, I
2 crossbows.
I can't wait to talk about that one. But we should talk about Lobotomy Ego Lamp Gregor.
Do we have to?
Wow, rude. I
have to hater mode immediately.
I really like at least one of these pieces of art.
Which one?
Let me tell you, it's not this first one. This first one
I'm shocked that you are into the second one.
We'll talk about it. There's reasons, but we'll get there. In this first art, I don't like it when they don't make Gregor's arm fucked up enough. I know,
they just gave him the Wingbeat ego gift from Fairy Festival, and we're like, okay, he has a green hand from the Lobotomy Corporation.
That's blue, and I'm like,
whatever.
He's doing things with it. He's
actively using it.
Yeah, come on, man. Give me more.
He's not even using it to smoke a 4th Match Flame cigarette. He's just got a normal cigarette, like a loser.
Anyway, I think that this image is fine.
It's just an image of Hoenheim.
It's just an image of.
That's the thing that's annoying to me. We were just talking about this with Ren Claire. Is like, this is just Hoenheim. It's not only is it just Hoenheim, they didn't even put him in the fucking shock centipede ego suit that he wears all the time. It's just a boring image of Hohenheim.
It's
It just feels like criminal. It doesn't even look like Gregor in any meaningful way, except that his hair is brown.
in the same way that fucking in the same way that the Pinky apprentice is just blonde Ren. Gregor here is he's just white Hohenheim.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
It's just like Hohenheim, but what if he had lighter skin and one of his hands was blue?
What if he was white?
What if he was white? Well,
Has anyone ever thought about this?
here you go. I don't know. This image is like, it's like obviously fucking just like Gregor in a lab coat is fucking nothing. Like, right? Especially if we're not gonna give him an interesting arm. It's like, you know,
I could not care less.
Yeah, I couldn't care less. And the part that is interesting in this image, is the ego gear, the salvaged ego gear in the Pokemon the First movie Mewtwo tubes, right? We're back to the Mewtwo tubes. The Mewtubes. This shot is just a shot from Pokemon the First movie. The beginning where Mewtwo is in the tube. Like, the idea that they keep their like salvaged Lobocorp ego stuff, because you can see that's what it is, right? You can see the coat of the lamp ego. The idea that they keep them in these big bubbling tubes, I think is actually quite cool. You can kind of only see that if you're kind of looking for it. And you can just sort of see the blurry shapes of eyes, and you can't see how these containment machines work. And it's like, come on, man. And instead it's just like, here is an image of white Hohenheim.
Here's an image of white Hohenheim. Has anyone ever thought about this? I don't know. It's just like, it's so fucking nothing to me.
It's so boring. I mean, we can just move on.
So boring.
But again,
they don't even like give you an interesting shot of the LCE department. It's like, it's dire.
Nothing.
At least he's looking at a diagram of Big Bird where they've pointed at the eyes and gone, those are its eyes.
I do like the diagram. And he's like, the eyes, like the eyes.
Much to think about.
See. I do like the diagram of Big Bird. Fucking Big Bird.
Listen, I'm always happy to look at a sprite of Big Bird that they've just taken. They've distorted it to fit on this plane. They've hit the alpha lock button and covered it over in white.
Yeah, but it is just like the
It is just the Lobotomy Corporation
right.
sprite of Big Bird,
That's
which is
so
really
funny
because that shit is under a cognition filter. This is chibi Big Bird.
What is even...
These are its eyes.
Hang on, how before we move on, help me figure out what the fuck is going on. Oh my god, yeah, they have like an image in the gallery that is like it's like it's an acquisition still. There's an acquisition still where they zoom in on
Big Bird.
Zoom in on Big Bird and be like, there's its eyes.
Wow.
Yeah, they sort of forgot about the cognition filter around like
I know.
Library of Ruina. They sort of forgot about it immediately.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Get fake. Just the whole thing. Get fake. Anyway.
Get fake. Get real.
Are you ready to hear things that I like about the next image?
Please. I desperately need to know.
First of all, the Big Bird gear is iconic. The Big Bird gear is iconic.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just great to look at it, you know? It's just great. They reference these sort of like these sketchy yellow eyes so much in these games because it's just one of the most iconic sort of pieces of symbolism. And I feel like this jacket is actually rendered very, very well. Like the jacket looks like it's sort of like a feather coated jacket. with these sort of like big, almost sticky looking feathers. They look kind of uncomfortable. But then the eyes, and you can see this really well on the arm, the eyes kind of like push through like they're sores in the coat. They sort of like they emerge and like push the feather, sort of not even push but like warp the feathers to the side. And I think that it's just a great looking coat, but it's also still all very kind of abstract, right? Especially as the eyes get bigger, they just become more and more just kind of like it's the shape. And I think that that's awesome. Like this coat is drawn in with very like deliberate minimalism, and I appreciate that.
This is fair.
And
It's always nice when you get a little upscale of a Lobotomy Corporation ego suit and it like looks good.
I think that they put so much fucking they put so much fucking sauce on this hammer. The hammer sauce, the Haas. They put so much sauce on this hammer. They made this handle look really good. Like the thing about a lot of the ego gear and stuff is that like everything except very specific parts of it are like produced by the company, and so like the handle is a company product, and you can tell because there's this barcode and stuff that's been stapled onto this. And I just feel like the distortion effect on this hammer is really nice. These sort of like chunky kind of like pixels that it leaves behind, the fact that it doesn't have just like a normal motion trail, it has this weird chunky pixel motion trail. I feel like it looks good. It really looks like sort of like an HD remaster of an effect from Lobotomy Corporation. It just looks good. And like generally I think the posing here is quite strong. I appreciate the even though like there's kind of something to there is stuff to the front of this outfit. I appreciate having the emphasis on the Big Bird coat, and I quite like this pose in that like he's swinging the hammer, he's shooting the crossbow, but he's super sort of like languid and just like exhausted, and his arm is just sort of slung over his shoulder, and the hammer is just sort of falling more than he's swinging it. And he has these big fucking shadows under his eyes.
Yeah.
Those are all of the things that I like about the image. Are all of those fair?
I think all of that is fair. I will also add, for another thing that I like about the image, hypothetically, this is more of a, like, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to say something negative about it, but still. I appreciate that he is obviously fighting Wayward Passenger, and
Yes.
that there's Wayward Passenger is there, and he's shooting Wayward Passenger. And so that's what all of these fucking effects are about, is these are portals from Wayward Passenger. You can basically tell what's happening in the image. This doesn't excuse the fact that it is, like, as many particle effects as you can possibly put on a screen fucking forever. Speaking of images that have too many colors in them, holy shit.
Here, the blue hand really does not help.
The
It's
blue
like,
hand
I
does
don't need blue
absolutely
hands.
zero favors. It just fucks the whole thing up irrevocably. I like that his crossbow is a gun. Have we thought about this? Have we considered that he shoots his crossbow like a gun?
Oh, you were asking me? Sorry, I was going to look
Yeah.
at something while you were vamping. No, I haven't. But
Look at how he's holding it with one hand and he's got fucking a finger over the trigger.
oh yeah, it really does have sort of like a gun grip. Weird.
It's just like an automatic crossbow and you fire it like a gun.
I think it's fine for them to give him this sort of like altered ego crossbow thing, but I do also think that the lamp ego weapon is kind of iconic, and I'm a little
It's
I'm
iconic,
a little
yeah.
bit sad not to
So
see it.
they've fucked it up for the purposes of their plot.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I just like, you've got the blood going everywhere. You've got the pixel effects from diffraction, which I agree looks, great upscaled. I think diffraction is really cool to begin with, and I think the way they use it in Contour 9 is really cool. But they've got all of the visual effects from these portals, all of the glare, the flame effects from the crossbow, even the eyes, which I agree are like, the Big Bird eyes are of course iconic, and they look really good on this ego suit. They just contribute to all of the fucking visual noise in the image. You cannot look at a single part of this image without it being like, oh, here are 15 things for you to look at. Even if you try to look at Gregor's head, it's like, oh, but my crossbow, it looks like a sword that's about to hit me.
Yeah.
Like, fucking...
I
just
think
calm down.
I think this is part of the reason why I sort of appreciate the coat and the hammer even more, is because they're kind of like big enough surface areas of the same thing happening
that your eyes can rest for 2
yeah,
seconds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything else is like a line that is pushing you somewhere else. I do love that you can see one wayward passenger goofy eye, but like the wayward passenger
I love to see
like,
a little bit of wayward passenger.
Is fucked. I like the like one blade coming out, you know, it gets across a sort of nice sort of franticness. I do feel like I overall like this image better than actually it's kind of close. I like this image better than Lobotomy Ego Solemn Lament Ye Song, for which we had a very similar complaint. Maybe. But you're right that it does have, like, a lot of fucking color. The blue hand really, really doesn't help. Like,
it fucks it up so bad.
The purple and yellow and red is, like...
Again, if you look at the sprites, literally, it's just fucking Hoenheim.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. You look at Hohenheim's page, which they've conveniently linked for you as an assist unit, and then you look at all of his sprites, and it's like, oh wow, it's the exact same sprites as Gregor with basically no change. Cool. They just made Gregor left-handed, because, you know, that's what you do. It's Gregor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't deal with him.
Uh-huh.
I can't cope with Lobotomy Ego Lamp Gregor. He just fucking... I'm over it.
I
just want them to make guys that are, like, new and interesting and give me something interesting to look at and aren't, like, fucking unbearable pieces of art. If I want to look at... I'm so mad. If I own this guy, which I don't, and I'm switching between the two different, like, frames of him so I can have him in my team comp with either the Uptie 1 or the Uptie 3 art, I don't like either of them. Both of them look like shit. They don't even sufficiently look like the guy that I'm about to use as IMO.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely I think I might have this guy now, actually. I think I pulled him in one of my 200 Walpurgis pulls. I would probably go with the 3 just because, like, I'm imagining the frame around it, and him in the sort of, like, the vertical frame would just be the coat, and, like, I would be fine with that. But you're not wrong. It's both of these arts have it's like,
and Hohenheim is fucking blue.
I don't know.
Make it blue.
Asshole.
Anyway,
he looks less like white Hohenheim in the sprites, but also like they made his I guess this is normal Gregor skin color. I don't know, he's just so pale in the first image in a way that, like, Hohenheim is not, because Hohenheim has, like, light brown skin. I cannot look at the first image without thinking either about Pokemon the first movie, Revenge of Mewtwo, or the phrase white Hohenheim. So that's all I really have to say about that one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
White Hohenheim. Let's talk about our
White Hohenheim
is also
just a really compelling phrase.
White Hohenheim?
Yeah, I don't know.
It has the same I won't say this. JK, I'm gonna DM this to you because I can't say it on the podcast.
What? What is it?
I can't say this on the podcast.
What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I've been watching way too much news. I understand. Anyway,
this phrase was just unfortunately stuck in my head for a while.
We're moving on. Moving on.
Anyway,
it's cute, Roja.
This cute Roja. It's our Corp 4th pack reindeer Roja. Let's talk about a guy who I like. I said this earlier, but I'm not even that fond of either of the pieces of art for our Corp 4th pack reindeer Roja. I just really like the reindeer.
I'm
so
actually,
I'm like, yay!
I'm quite fond of both of these pieces of art. I'll be honest with you. So maybe I can pitch you.
Yeah, please.
I think this first one is just like, it's not so much the devil's in the details, although there are a lot of cute details. I like the wreath on the ground. Someone is clearly like in the midst of putting together. I love Merceau sort of like writing out like a banner.
Is that meant to be Merceau?
It might not be. But,
I don't think it is because he has the shadowed eyes.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, but you have like a guy writing out like a sort of a shitty banner with this sort of shitty handwriting. You have the bells. But also just like I feel like this shot just like it just captures the mood so nicely. In this sense of just like there is all of this Christmas shit. It's so bright and colorful. We've got such a strong like red, green, and gold that is sort of like really awkwardly cut through by the R-Corp orange, which I really like. And it's like it's just this beautiful, like we're setting up for Christmas, and everyone looks like they're having a fucking terrible time. Like Roja looks bored as shit. Ishmael is yelling at someone. This guy in the background is doing a bad job. And it's just like the mood on it, like it, the more I look at it, the more I see little details. They really put a lot of sort of like thought into this one, but also it's such a strong mood piece. She doesn't even look like when I first saw this image, I thought she was doing a little sort of like focus mouth, but she's really not even doing that. She's really just kind of like, the star is reflecting in her eyes, but otherwise her eyes are flat and dead. And I think that's so fucking funny.
I love here's the thing which I can fixate on in this image. I love the fucking cross section of the reindeer antlers that you get in this image. Look at that shit. Look at the rings of it like a tree.
Yeah.
This, like, I don't know if it's a snapped antler or if she just, is built like a troll from Homestuck. But like fucking that's such a gorgeous little I think the reindeer are awesome. I really like
these are I think some of the best horn renderings.
Definitely the
they've
best
ever
antlers
done.
that they've done.
And it's, this star is putting out like rays of light and it should be so perfect. But if you just look at any individual person for long enough, you're like, oh, nobody fucking gives a shit.
Yeah, nobody actually wants to be here. Again, speaking of the animal people that they keep inventing to exploit, I love to see a little shot of the reindeer just chilling and like, having a chill time.
Oh my god.
And they are actively miserable the whole time that they're hanging
Absolutely.
out in R-Corp.
Absolutely.
Because they're just exploitation animals that only exist to be exploited.
Sorry, can I complain about the Heishou even though we're not talking about them?
Yeah,
when they first released our first Heishou, Ryoshu Heishou, Heishou,
no.
had
Maoshu.
Had a line that's like, don't compare us to those R-Corp animals, even if we come from similar origins. And I was like, this is so cool. We're gonna like learn more about R-Corp as we learn about the Heishou. This is not the case! And it made me so fucking mad, because I really like the R-Corp animal guys, and I want to know what's up with them. And they were like, we're gonna tell you some
does Project
spooky
Moon, they keep inventing them again.
Oh my god. And it's just like, and I'm like, come on, man. Anyway, sorry. But that's why I like this image. And I think this image is just like, it's composed well. I like the way that her antlers like frame this wreath and sort of point you to Ishmael, and then Ishmael points you across the image. And then you circle down the star, down her arm, back to between the antlers. I think that's fairly well executed. I don't know. I think that this image has a lot of care put into it.
It's definitely a unique and inventive framing for the whole thing, and so I appreciate that they made another
Yeah.
reindeer ID so that they could do this Christmas thing.
Yeah. Don't be
Rather
such a
than just
fucking
doing
hater,
another
Ash.
reindeer ID.
It's a nice image. Don't be such a fucking hater,
I'm not
Ash.
a
It's
hater.
a nice
I
image.
literally like her. I just don't find this image that compelling. I like her sprites a lot. I know we haven't talked about her Upside 3 yet. We'll get there.
That's okay.
I like her sprites a lot because just like look at her expression in her idle animation. I love that she has a little bit of personality, even though she's an R-Corp guy and she puts the helmet on. Because she has these Christmas lights tangled around her the whole time, and also her hair is too long to entirely put in a helmet and depersonalize her. Shoutouts. Oh, I was gonna say this is an extremely Rodion Raskolnikov pilled image. I've been reading Crime and Punishment, and like the thing about Rodion Raskolnikov from Crime and Punishment is that he's a weirdo, and he's like constantly sort of in the dregs of illness and madness throughout the whole book, and every time someone comes up to him and is like, "Hey, Rodya, let's go to a party," he like reacts in the most insane way possible, or like someone will say something generally nice and pleasant to him and he'll respond with absolutely zero like emotion whatsoever. And so this like, I'm going to Christmas and I'm being nice about it, but I don't really feel anything about the whole ordeal is like it's an extremely Rodion Raskolnikov pilled Roja.
And then
Anyway,
the uptie image.
the uptie image is fine.
I appreciate first of all, you know, they give her a different helmet. I feel like she's framed nicely in this helmet. I just appreciate them doing, now that they've done like fucking, I don't know, like a bunch of reindeers. How many reindeers are there? I guess there's only 3.
There's 3. More than any other one.
It's really funny. I just like appreciate a reindeer, like uptie Honglu and Ishmael reindeer are just like the same fucking thing. Like they're just like, ooh, I'm shooting my beam while
I have
having
a headache
migraine.
and I'm hitting you with my beam.
Yeah, I'm beaming you. And this
Mind
one
whip.
just like has a different vibe. First of all, it captures an emotion that I like, that I feel like they're always trying to capture but don't always succeed, which is that she's very sort of still amidst the chaos. I think part of this is just they don't put too much moving shit in front of her, and so she can look still and she can sort of stand out. But she is just kind of standing here. But to me, it's really like her expression that does it. The fact that she is like staring into nothing with dead eyes, and she's talking, and she's clearly just kind of babbling on to herself.
Yeah,
because she's
again extremely
bored.
Rodion Raskolnikov killed. He's always wandering through the streets of St. Petersburg, murmuring things.
Yeah. Is just like is really good to me. Like this environment is whatever. It looks like the inside of a Star Wars spaceship, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like so much. These like paneled
Can I
walls.
say, a friend of the podcast, Fish, was DMing me about Limbus Company the other day. This was also when I gave myself an insane injury. And was like, I skipped the Walpurgis Nacht story because it said it happened after Canto 9, so now I have no context for what's going on here. But I don't know why Gregor isn't allowed in the underwater space station that we're apparently fighting in. Also, there's this guy that won't shut up. I think his name is Cheese. And I've been thinking about this non-stop. This is the fucking underwater space station.
I don't know. They're in the underwater space station from the end of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Like I don't know
Literally.
what to tell you.
And so this is a Star Wars ship.
And it's like, you know, they always make the armor look good, but I do feel like this armor looks good. Like they put a ton of thought into just like all of the little sort of, it has like mold lines on it. MOULD. Like, you know, like it's casted.
Yeah, molding.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. I just think that she looks good.
I think it's all right. I appreciate that it's in a different, in a different vein again from the other reindeer images. But honestly, it's just like maybe I'm just like not compelled by these images because like I don't know. In the first one, even though I like the fact that Roja isn't that emotive, she's still not that emotive. And then in the second one, she's a little bit more emotive in an interesting way, but she's like not doing anything, and so I'm like, whatever. I'm not mad at them. I'm just not like that compelled by them. I'm way more compelled by her sprites and animations, though. I love her like
absolutely.
The fact that she keeps up this like awkward forced smile throughout a lot of her stuff is really fun. I love it's such a cheap trick for them to do, but I'm obsessed with the fact that her fucking Christmas lights blink on and off when she does like battle animations. And that whenever she like discharges energy through her thing, it like activates the lights.
Okay, but how do you feel about this acquisition still? In which she's like, I fucking star.
I really like it. I like that they have the R Corp banners at their work Christmas party. R.
Yeah, the R Corp tree ornaments, like so much. And like the back, this makes it really obvious.
The fact that they have all their weapons lined up there.
I know. It's so depressing. Get exploited. I
have my star. Whoever draws these acquisition stills, who also does, art that ends up on the birthday things, is a... I appreciate you for all your work.
A champion of the people.
Champion of the people.
Anyway, like here's the thing: is I give zero fucks about Star Wars battleship background, and so like whatever. I just think she looks nice. I just think this is like a good render of the thing, and it's like I think it would be a little, they could give this a little bit more sauce. They could make her be like mid-stride, and that would just give her a little bit more of something. But like I think the concept of making her just kind of like clearly talking to herself comes across well and sort of is funny and compelling, and so I'm willing to give this a little bit of a pass.
I think it's more interesting than the other reindeer, and I literally already like the reindeer, so I can forgive the fact that the images themselves are not that compelling to me.
Anyway, who's next?
It's Heishou Pacquiao Branch Sinclair.
Fucking is. It's the fucking Heishou.
Hey, it's the rooster one that is like less interesting. You know the rooster one from before that was like kind of interesting but still really boring in many ways, and also it's just more Heishou guys. This one I have literally I know why Sinclair is rooster. It's because he's a bird. But I have literally negative attachment to either of the images involved here, nor do I have any attachment to any of the sprites or animations or anything. He's literally just a guy. You can see him a little better than you can see Heathcliff.
Cock-sucking Sinclair.
Also, I've mentioned this before the podcast, one of the rare non-girl-clared Sinclairs that they've released recently.
Cock-sucking Sinclair.
Cock-sucking Sinclair.
That's going to be the title of this episode is just going to be titled Cock-sucking.
I mean, is there anything to say about this FY1? I guess he's got the little tail feathers, which I don't mind it.
This is a much more compelling. First of all, giving these big bright red tail feathers is a huge plus. Plus the red on the hat just like gives this outfit so much more dimension. I think if there's anything, like this is a sort of very standard, like I'm walking in a direction with my guys, Limbus Company piece of art. I've seen so many pieces of art in which you're walking in a direction with my ambiguous guys.
I wish that there were actual guys in this. At least Don Quixote has guys.
Yeah, I know. They put so much sauce on Don Quixote. She has rooster hat, man. He's compelling. He's got a hat.
True.
These are just like weird.
Ox boy.
I will say, if there's anything to sort of feel special about this, I also feel like the feathers are rendered quite nicely here. Again, this just design has much more sauce than Heathcliffs. It's not just the cape feathers. The fact that they show us his front more clearly and like in this profile shows that he has this like this chest plume, like it puffs out of his chest,
which is it's pretty cute,
which is quite good. And I think the one detail that I'd like to point out on this image that, like, you know, it's a very serviceable image. I think that he looks nice. I think there's a lot of detail to this hat with, like, you know, the mix of straw and metal, blah 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 blah. If there's one thing on this image that, like, is basically the only thing that you can, like, fall in love with, is the way that his hand on his sword is, like, curled and taloned like a bird. I think that looks really good, and is really, like, adds a ton of character to, honestly, he has no character. He's making even less facial expression than your standard Sinclair.
He's classic Sinclair.
He's not even. He barely has any mouth. He has no mouth.
If we have the chance to talk about another Yo Branch guy, since I didn't get to talk about this with Heathcliff, if you look at his animations, the Yo Branch does have sort of interesting combat stuff going on. They have this one sword that's like their fire sword because they're burn rupture units. But they also in their skill 3 take out a sword made of blood.
Yeah, they
I don't know what the deal with this is.
They have, like, fire blood sword that does fire.
Yeah, the smell of burning, their blood flame massacre. Their blood flame. You take out a hilt of your sword and it just turns into a sword made of flame blood. I don't know what the deal with this is, but it looks pretty cool when they do it.
I guess this is there's flame blood in Elden Ring.
There's also flame blood in the Uptide 3 to be more direct. You can see the both swords.
Anyway, I think this image is, like, it's pretty to look at. It's got nice color schemes. It's reasonably composed. I think the hand is the only thing where I'm like, oh, that's actually quite nice. The rest of it, I'm like, whatever. But if I had looked at, it's decent.
If I had looked at this before seeing Yo Branch Heathcliff, who is, like,
I
better,
know. I was gonna say the same thing. Is I feel like, I don't know, really, like, between these two, they feel like they have. There's one interestingly drawn Yo Branch guy between them. They add up to, like, oh, I understand.
They add up to one guy. What does their blood flame sword have to do with being a rooster?
I don't know. I guess it's like I don't know. I couldn't answer. I guess it's because they're cockfight and there's I couldn't tell you.
I guess. This isn't even cockfighting Sinclair. They made cockfighting Heathcliff, and then this is just Heishou Sinclair. Actually, no. He does have some lines about beating up his fellow roosters.
Cocksucking Sinclair. I don't know. It's very strange to give a sword of flaming blood to a unit that is not burn bleed. This was sort of always been my feeling, you know? I'm like, yes, he does burn bleed, like all of the blood flame effects in Elden Ring. And it's like, no, he does burn rupture. What's with the blood? Don't worry about it. It's odd. You really would look at this image normally and be like, this is a bleed unit. There's a lot of blood. That's not the case.
That's not the case.
I think that
burn
this image
rupture
is, like, fine. I
have
think,
nothing to say about the Uptide 3.
You know, I don't know. The sword looks fine. This composition is okay. There's, like, there's some roosters. He's doing sort of a cool. I can only think of this as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pose, but I don't know why. Like, I don't know what my reference for that is specifically, but you know what I mean? I feel like this is the way that Leonardo holds his size. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Oh, it's because he's doing
no context for this, but
he's doing a fucking he's holding both of his swords in reverse grip like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Um,
He is a fucking idiot. I like this composition and framing fine. It's not that interesting, but it's not offensive, which is really what matters to me right now. I mean, we've just seen a lot of guys who have diagonalitis for literally zero reason. I will
Sure.
take just a front-facing shot that shows us a guy, and then there's some stuff happening around them, and you can see everything quite clearly, and the sword reaches exactly to the edge of the frame, and, like, the things in the foreground aren't distracting. Like, all of that is, like, fucking top marks.
yeah, fucking, I don't know about top marks, but, like, you get, like, an 80.
You get a B.
Yeah, you get a B.
B plus, maybe.
Yeah, B for bird.
B for burn, but not for bleed.
I said for bird, but yes.
Oh, B for burn and bird.
But not for bleed. And, you know,
B
I
for
sort of...
boy. Boy Sinclair.
Boys, they made a Sinclair
Finally,
who's a boy.
it's Boy Claire.
It's Boy Claire. Really funny, actually.
He's genderqueer.
You know, and I like this composition
Sorry.
overall. This very sort of classical, like, you know, he divides the frame, and then there's like there's sort of there's false symmetry on either side, and it's fun to look at each side and, you know, see how they're a little bit different. I like a nice sort of false symmetrical image in this way. But like his outfit isn't any more interesting. His outfit is really hard to see. I mean, I don't know. This bit that's sort of coming apart and you can see the threads tearing is kind of fun. But like his outfit is like not any more interesting, but also I feel like they're doing the silhouette thing less successfully than they were with Heathcliff. And it's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the Heishou. The Heishou are gonna make me like not a furry. I never want to see an animal person ever again in my entire fucking life.
For Infinity Nikki, they made the year of the horse into the year of the deer. They were like, horse not interesting enough.
Well,
Put a deer in there.
Yeah, that's because
But
they
my furry animal is represented in our corp, which is better.
Well, you see, this is the thing, is that actually the Infinity Nikki devs are huge Project Moon heads. And they love our corp, but they hate the Heishou. And they were like, there's a Heishou horse, so we can't.
They're like,
have a horse.
Can't deal with Uma. I can't deal with Yi Song hitting the Uma Pyoe.
Yeah.
Can we talk about fucking Devyat Association North Section 3 Roja?
Yeah!
Yeah! Go Polonitsa!
I love any Roja where she's eating.
Yay! I love the
ideal.
Devyat Association, first of all.
I do.
So like literally this is just me loving the Devyat Association. I was thinking about this. I asked you this, what your best ID would be if you were, you know, a Limbus Company guy, and I was like, my best ID would be a Devyat guy, because this is just my job in real life, is I just like take things and carry them to position B. But I just like, I don't know. First of all, she's really charming. She's eating her little chocolate bar. Second of all, she's in the Devyat Association, which is her nationality of choice. Third of all, she's in a big coat.
I'm very fond of this. I'm very fond of this.
She's got
image.
A box full of cool weapons.
I love. Okay, first of all, they do this sort of like, you know, infinite storage box really well. It's like, you know, you're pushing it into the portal drawer, and like it's obvious
more box per box.
But like the thing that makes it work is the way that the box like warps inward as it gets pushed in. Like you can see it getting smaller, which is very fun.
And of course, when you actually see this box in combat, it just like a bunch of weapons come out of it.
Yeah.
She just swings it around, and it's like, here are my 3 guys.
Weird nitpick that I have about this. Okay, this is gonna make sense in a second. Do you see this red light in the background?
Yeah.
I hate that red light. I think
yeah,
it
that's
sucks.
fair.
Because if you look at just Roja, she is all cool tones. She's very cold. I love this big puffy jacket. These like layers of puffy jackets. They're amazing. I love these sort of spiral sleeves. I love when they make a Roja who looks kind of chubby, which like this jacket is cheating.
This jacket makes her look chubby, and she's got the whole quilted like thing going on.
But if you look at her eyes are blue, the coat is cyan, there's the cyan portal, the goggles are green. It's like, it's a range of very cool, cold colors. And then the one little just pop of warmth is the red on this chocolate bar. And I think that's so perfect. And that's why I hate this fucking red light. Where I'm like, if that red was the only red in the entire image, it would be perfect. It's like, you know, she's hard at work, she's cold as shit, nobody gives a shit about her, but she had a little bit of chocolate bringing some warmth into your life, as it brings a little bit of warmth into the image. And I think that's so good. It's not just like, I love to see her eating food, because it's funny.
I do love to see her eating food.
You know what I mean? The chocolate bar is composed such that it is the focus of the image. So many things draw your eye to the chocolate bar, and it's just this little pop of red, and it's so perfect. Fuck that red light.
I love that, like, her coworker, you can see in the back, who's doing basically this, like, scrolling through his company pager, and he's got his breath visible because it's real cold, and Rogia has her breath visible too, but it's like just a little bit because mostly her mouth is full of chocolate bar.
yeah.
Which really demonstrates this, like, oh, my warming treat.
And
I love her work gloves. Can I say this? I bought a new pair of work gloves recently for my actual job, which are mostly like, you know, a light breathable fabric with like leather on the palms, so that I can, you know, grip things better. And these thick, like, warm work gloves with the palms in a different material just really make me happy. The fist that she's got curled around her pager, where you can see the other material coming through in the seams between the fingers, is like, it just really makes me happy. It just really pleases me. Also, I love the way that she wears these goggles so that she has her bangs pushed up, like, over them. It just, like, she's so charming. She's so perfectly composed to be a Rogia. At work.
The posing is really good. It's just like, it feels so alive. It feels so in motion. The way her head is situated, her facial expression is really good. These goggles piss me off a little bit, just because, like, I'm sure they're based on some kind of, like, historical Russian goggle. But they're, like, a little bit too small for her eyes, it feels like. But
this is true. They look bigger in the Upside 3.
They do. But I really like that they have the soft strap around them. Generally, what I really like about the Devyat outfit, it's just how practical it is. So many of the associations have, like, we must look cool as shit. We must look fucking...
The Devyat are not wearing suits.
Yeah, the Devyat are not wearing suits. They're just like, I need to be warm. I need to be protected. I need, like, you know, to have a billion...
I need a billion pockets.
I need a billion pockets and a billion straps so I can put shit everywhere. And it's really, it's so good. I like that you can see...
Truly the blue-collar worker of the Fixer Association.
You can see, like, really just, like, thoughtful detail. You can see that the case is double strapped to her, or not double strapped, but it's like it's been done over twice. How do I explain this motion? So it's not just like hanging off of her shoulders, it's like affixed to her body and then hanging off her shoulders.
Yes. She's got the strap around her left shoulder and then under her right arm, but that's just a secondary part of then you twist the case.
And
then it comes out to the sides.
And that's just like, she's just
so
like,
that the whole weight isn't resting on one arm.
Yeah, I can't drop Balu. I gotta double it up.
I can't drop Polonitsa.
Can't drop Polonitsa.
Go Polonitsa.
Go Polonitsa.
Fuck, I love the Deviant Association.
Let
The
me go and I
F-Type 3
swear I'll
art
make
I'm
it
a
in
little bit
time.
less fond of, but like, I think it's just because it has a little bit of a DSU Roja problem where she just looks deranged.
She does, yeah.
She doesn't look as deranged in this one, and so I can appreciate her, like, you know, her smile a lot more. But it is still like I'm smiling and covered in blood. So also she's at work.
I think that there are things that I like about this image. Classic. You can't see the weapon enough, Ivy issue.
Yeah.
You can see the box perfectly fine. The thing about this
it's
blade,
just, like,
the thing about all the weapons that come out of this thing is that they are like physical, like metal objects that then have energy beam around them. And that is not clear here. Or you can see it if you're looking for it, but it's not immediately obvious. It is just kind of her beam. And yeah, her facial expression, I think, just needs like a little bit of work to just like, I don't know, tone it a little bit in some direction.
She's allowed to look a little bit deranged. It's just because she's Roja. But sometimes they just go full, like, I don't know, evil mommy about it. And it, like, kind of skeeves me out.
That being said, I do really appreciate getting a second look at this outfit and getting to see some different parts of the outfit, of course.
Look at this quilted skirt.
Below. This quilted skirt is really cute. You can see all of the like ways that it sort of buttons and fastens together this coat. You can see the quilted interior.
Yeah, the quilted interior, the lining.
Of the coat, and you can even see like that she's wearing these big fucking galoshes. You can see her damn galoshes.
Yeah, baby. I love her boots.
Yeah, you can just see the top of them.
If you look at her guard sprite, you can see her outfit best in that one. She's just got these big old boots with the white edges.
Yeah, you only need to be able to see the top of the boots to see that they're like tall galoshes. And so that's really sort of like efficiently done. And I really appreciate it. I don't know. And then it's fine. Like the posing is fine. The sense of momentum here is honestly really good. The way that it's sort of swinging this big heavy box sends like the strap flying and sort of like sends her sort of stepping backwards and sort of catching her balance is good. Her face is just very distracting.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I
love how efficient the Deviant Association is. You don't have to like stop your delivery to go take out your no, you just, you know. You just take the box you're already holding.
I don't really know why I'm thinking about this right now, but it's sort of weird how in these games, like, nobody wears lipstick, but everyone wears eyeliner.
Roji's lips are always a little bit done up.
I don't know. I was thinking this, and I went and looked at Princess Roja, and I was like, she's not wearing lipstick. She's
not.
Anyway, she sometimes has like red lips, but I don't know. They don't.
Everybody's got them lashes.
They don't know how to draw makeup, but they know how to draw eyes. Generally speaking, not necessarily right here, but I don't know. Big fan of Deviat Roja. Strong closer.
I have so many pre-existing biases towards her, and I love her.
Strong closer here, I think. All right, time to talk about our final thing, our second featured ego. It's Lifetime Stew Don Quixote.
Salutations! I implore you to try the soup!
She really does want you to try that soup.
She wants you to try the soup so bad. I drew this ego when it came out. The drawing is not very good. I'm not gonna post it. Sorry, it's very old, and it was not my best work. But I drew her and Sinclair in this ego, because I like it a lot. I think all of the details of this ego outfit really please me. The big fucking claw boots are a visceral need. They're so dumb. And then they've got the knee guards, and they've got this big stupid quilted armor thing, and also the big metal glove on one side, fabric glove on the other, tail, insane stove-esque armor slash like just normal chest piece, the original Don Quixote with a collar, and then it's like it's a sleeveless outfit.
Uh-huh.
For no reason.
Wait, it
also,
is.
These weapons are really awesome.
The sleeveless outfit is crazy. I've never noticed that.
No,
That's
I drew them
fucking
because I was
crazy.
like, oh my god, the outfit is sleeveless.
Uh-huh.
I now have to render
really
it.
like, it's a really good kind of like, it's such a weird themed abnormality,
Mhm.
but it's such a good
Soup!
collection of those themes where it's like she has the basilisk thing, she has like the
Mhm.
bird's feet and the big tail. I love her big tail that's sort of curled excitedly.
Yeah.
Looks really nice. Forms are really
it's
nice.
great in the composition. It leads you right back to her.
I know, right? It's nicely balanced against the rest of her pose. But then, so she has the basilisk bits, the big beak weapon, but then also she's dressed like a chef. She's got she's got oven
big
mitt
hat!
material. She's got the big chef hat, and her fucking cocky
apron!
smile here is crazy.
I
Like,
love her
what is going
sharp-toothed
on?
grin.
Uh-huh. And then you're right, actually,
She's so insane.
especially for an early ego, I actually quite like the composition of this. The weapons screaming upwards as the abnormality screams downwards, and they're both like dripping liquid.
Yeah, they haven't really. And we've talked about this before. There's like a notable shift in ego quality once you get to Wingbeat Ishmael,
Uh-huh.
and it's both just that they learn how to do compositions that are not straight on for these, and that they just like improve the way that they're rendered somewhat. You can see that like even this ego art, which is really very good, has a lot of like raw marker lines that you can really see, that are just single strokes and like stuff that's just not as polished as you'll see in later art, which is totally fine. But it's just not what you expect, right? But still, I have a fondness for these early arts that have like some kind of clear vision to them other than just like here's the guy and here's their abnormality.
Yeah,
I love that
yeah,
she's
yeah.
striking a pose.
Uh-huh.
And I love all of these, like, as ill rendered as they are, I love all of these bones and gristle and also like a little bit of basil coming out of the soup. I got my fish bones, and also I've got herbs and spices.
Yeah, they do such a good job of like it's specifically the like the orange but a little bit red, that it's like they do such a good job of making it look like soup and viscera at the same time. It's really really nice. Like this basilisk is like its guts are pouring out, and its guts are delicious soup. It's really really effectively done.
Basilisoup.
Basilisoup.
I love this thing. Also, look at the corrosion.
Uh-huh.
Make her into a scary basilisoup. Give her scary, like, super skinny stick arms that have these weird wings at the end, but also give her the armor anyway, even still. Like, most of her is still, just like a bipedal. She looks like she's got that she's four-legged now, because her arms are on the ground. But she's actually still mostly the same guy. They just fucked up her upper body real bad.
Yeah, they fucked up her neck real bad. Oh, these GIFs don't load well. Yeah, I love that she just vomits all over you. Really, really funny. What's up with
I implore you to try this soup.
What's up with the ego? What's up with the corrosion art and her having this like weird big like splotch of hair in the back? What's up with
I
that?
have no idea.
Why is that there?
I think it's meant to be like, if you look at Basilisoup in the art, it's got this like tuft of feathers.
Sure.
But that could just be her normal hair, so I don't really know why they did a second one.
I don't know about that one.
Happy for them, though.
Anyway,
Or sorry that happened, you know?
Are you ready to give numbers to
Let's give some numbers
Basilisoup?
to Basilisoup. Can I see? Let's see some other art of Oh, I like the encounter art for Basilisoup a lot.
The encounter art for Basilisoup is also
Look at
very
it!
helpful.
Look at it opening its maw, and it's just got a pot ready.
He's got a pot of soup. He's really good.
Awesome.
It's one of my favorite like encounter arts in the Mirror Dungeon. Honestly, it's just
Shout
like,
out to
have
Deca
my
Millennial
scary
Stew Pot.
soup. Deca Millennial Stew Pot. I'm also extremely happy to encounter this guy when I'm running Burn Team because both of these things are combo ego, and so you need both of them, which is very annoying.
I like how if you look at the
Anyway.
ego background for Sinclair's Lifetime Stew, it's like a nice, peaceful kitchen. You got some Papa Bongi heads in the background.
Uh-huh.
And they've got the maw that's open and has the soup pot in it. It's just a big furnace. And then you look at Don Quixote's and it's the exact same, except everything is fucked.
Yeah. These pots spilling fire really
They're just
inspired.
boiling over.
Yeah. Oh my god, the
It's
boiling
so
over looks really
funny.
good, actually. It's like boiling over into
Oh,
the fire
it's-
and then the fire is boiling it more. Really good.
It's so good. I can't believe that they just made the exact same piece of art for the two of them, but in one of them the kitchen is burning down. What's wrong with them?
Uh-huh. Anyway, numbers.
The name Basilisoup is a portmanteau of basilisk and soup.
Uh-huh. Wow.
How cute is Basilisoup?
How cute is Basilisoup? I mean, it is kind of like a
Isn't it
rotting...
moe to be a big scary monster, but they just want to give you a soup?
Okay, hang on. Let's take this one concept at a time. It is kind of a rotting mass of horrible flesh, but it is rotting soup. But the soup itself isn't rotting. Presumably, the soup is delicious.
Well, it has
the
fish bones in it, but that's,
fishbone. What? You never make a fucking fishbone stock?
You can
shut
make a
the
bone
fuck
broth.
up.
I'm just saying.
You shut the fuck up.
It's based on stone soup.
And so like that's not especially cute. But you are correct that Moe Big Monster with who offers you delicious soup, even though it's like crumbling apart and like in horrible
Vomiting
pain
everywhere.
and terrifying. That's cute. That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a horrible monster.
It's so body horror.
It's so body horror. And that
It's so
has to knock
scary.
it down. But it does offer you soup, so I don't know, like a 2?
Yeah, more than incidentally cute.
Yeah, but it's so body horror. Okay,
This
appeal.
also affects its appeal score. When you're a big
Appeal.
body horror guy, it's both hard for you to be cute and hard for you to be appealing.
Now,
However, the textures of body horror can be good.
and I feel like, if you can get over that, this is a guy who you want on your side. As far as I can tell,
That's true. I would
Basili-
hang with Basilisoup for sure.
Basilisoup literally just wants to give you soup, and it's like I seems like a good guy to bring to a party. Like people will be shocked initially. One of our favorite metrics for appeal: would you bring this guy to a party? People would be shocked initially, but like then it's free soup for the rest of the night. Like, come on.
If you read the Mirror Dungeon event, the sentient hearth flame being like, there isn't anyone here to have the stew, but do you want to take the cauldron? And then you take the cauldron and fail the check. You trip on a rock and pour hot soup over everybody, but you still get the soup. You just take HP damage. And Basilisoup says, "Oh no, are you guys okay? It must have been really hot." Thanks, though. You can keep the cauldron.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Such a really, like, sweet guy. Now, I feel like the fact that it's constantly vomiting soup everywhere does have to take the appeal down.
Sure. So
As much as it is soup, it's also
a lot of soup.
Gross.
You really need to bring that to, like, you know, the community center. Just get a lot of people in there to eat that soup. I don't know. How we feeling about this? Like 3? Still 2?
4.
4. Damn. Okay, fair enough. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now what's the Kinsey scale number of Basilisoup?
I've been reading Basilisoup dialogue.
Me too.
Basilisoup, just sort of a nice guy.
He's just a
Just
nice
wants you to
guy.
have some soup.
Uh-huh.
Sort of satisfied, moisturized, in its lane.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what this indicates.
I think it's like, listen, maybe I'm projecting people from my life, but it's like, you know people who are sort of like middle class white women who like drop half a class bracket to like work at the community center and like organize the food program, and like they're very supportive, but they're only like a little bit bisexual at most. That's how I feel about Basilisoup. You know that kind of guy? Basilissoup's kind of that kind of guy.
Basilisoup is like here for you, and like wants the best for everybody.
Uh-huh.
Is like an ally.
Basilisoup is an ally for sure.
Basilisoup is an ally.
I don't know if that's a 0 or a 1, but one of those.
I think it's a 1.
Yeah, that feels right.
I think you can't hang out with this many like queer homeless people and like not pick something up at a certain point.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But like
you at least think about it. But mostly you're just
you would maybe march in the Pride Parade.
Yeah, absolutely. But it would take you a couple years to stop wearing an ally shirt.
Yeah.
Great episode. Great job, everyone.
Cool job, everybody.
Cool job. It ended up being normal.
And that was our LCB catch up. This is episode 8.5.
I feel like we caught up a little bit. We we made some progress.
We made some progress. I mean, there's a lot of guys to talk about in this video game, and honestly, thank God for that. Because we got some, stuff to like wait on.
Yeah, honestly,
for Inferno to end.
I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do after June. I mean, we're gonna do Ryoshu next in June, and then we're going to do one more of these, and then I don't know what the fuck happens after that. So
and then we'll
let you know. We'll let you know.
I mean, to be fair, this is us planning like 6 months ahead, so we've got time to figure it out. But
yeah, we'll see. Anyway,
Extermination of Geometric Organ.
Extermination of Geometric Organ. Really fucking funny. Why'd they say that?
Why is it like that?
Yeah, why'd they do that? Anyway, thanks for listening, everyone. Go listen to our like slightly more real, but in some ways slightly less real Limbus Company episodes. We have plenty by this point. We got bonus episodes. We got stuff. Just look for any episode that has that little Roja in the episode art. And,
Roja in the thumbnail. It's a click.
Roja in the thumbnail. It's a click. Get that. Get it. Got it memorized.
Get it memorized.
Get it memorized.
Season 2 is our Limbus Company season.
Yes.
Our fucking insane naming scheme that doesn't reveal anything to anyone except us.
Uh-huh. Go check it out and enjoy. I don't know. Enjoy your life. Bye.
Yeah, I guess we are doing like one of these for this is our quarterly Limbus Company episode. Then we have to shill a little bit. Hi. If you're
right,
here
yes,
because
I forgot
you're
about shilling. Go for it.
If you're here because you're like, oh my god, a podcast about Limbus Company, sort of, we do that. This is a weird episode to, to jump in on, and probably not named in the most friendly way for you to jump in on, but I'm here for you anyway. Or if you're here because you've listened to our other Limbus Company episodes, hi. I'm just here to remind you that we also do other stuff. The main body of our podcast is a podcast about Mahjong Soul. All of the art crit that we do in this episode, which is much more art crit focused than like guys from Limbus Company focused. That's what we do all the time for Mahjong Soul, which is the premier English language gacha girl Mahjong client. And also for Arknights and Food Fantasy in our season 3 episodes, which are basically the same as this. We just look at a bunch of images from these two games that are sort of loosely connected to each other, and we talk about them and we get into it. And also we are haters sometimes, and sometimes we really like it. It just depends. The whole point is to start looking seriously at art that you don't normally take seriously. And this is less evident when we do our Limbus Company episodes because I feel like people already take this art seriously, and that's good. But if you're interested in hearing us talk about some like weirder, more niche stuff, stuff that has more sex appeal, or perhaps is from games you've never heard of, or whatever. We do a lot of that, and it is sort of, I just think that you should start looking at more art in your life and going like, someone made this, someone thought about this, hopefully. What went into that, and why does it have why does it provoke the reaction that it does in me? And that's what we do all the time. So if you're interested in that, you should check out some of our other episodes. But if not, then we'll see you in a couple months.
Yeah, and if not, like, you can just stick around, and Limbus Company stuff will keep coming. Will keep coming out.
It'll keep happening.
I just people do take Limbus Company seriously. Do they take the ID art in Limbus Company seriously?
Not as seriously as they should.
Looking at comp. Here's my little pitch. I'll keep it brief because I would like to end the episode. But Limbus Company is a game about art critique. It's a game about critiquing weird novels.
Absolutely.
And we sort of just carry that spirit forward. And whether you listen to more or you don't, I hope that you carry that spirit forward too. And you just like look at an image and are like, oh, I like this, but like, why do I like this? What about the composition? What about the expression? Like, why is it cool? Like, what is working here? It's a thing it's brought a lot of enrichment to my life. So thanks for joining us, and I hope you'll join us again. Now can we end the episode?
Yeah, we can end the episode now.
Okay, bye!
Okay, bye!